And we welcome you to Penmen Field on the campus of Southern New Hampshire University, the host site of the 2018 Northeast-10 Conference Championship Baseball Weekend. Our first game of the weekend features the top seed out of the Southwest, the Moyne College Dolphins, versus the third seed out of the Northeast, the Merrimack College Warriors. Jacob Van Ryn along with you. Thanks for tuning in. You take a look at the Moyne starter. What a terrific season this young man had. A freshman from Wappingers Falls, New York. His name is Ryan Murphy. Ryan Murphy, the NE10 Rookie Pitcher of the Year. In with a mark of 7-2 with a 2.16 ERA. He gets the start here in Game 1 for the Dolphins. Take a quick look at the Merrimack lineup. Joey Porcelli to lead things off. Tyler Line, one of the heroes of their win on Tuesday night over Franklin Pierce. Matthew Ronay hits third. Matt Nicholson, the cleanup hitter. Thomas Joyce bats fifth. Mike Holcraft, the left fielder, bats sixth. Ricky Smith behind the plate bats seventh. Anthony Garabino bats eighth. And Nick Shumsky, the shortstop, bats ninth. So we are just about set to get underway. It is a beautiful day here in Manchester. Temperatures in the low 70s. Hardly a cloud in the sky. It is a perfect day for baseball as we get the NE10 Championship Weekend underway. Fastball inside is fouled away by Porcelli for strike one. Porcelli, a terrific year, 320, 2 home runs and 25 runs driven in for the Merrimack leadoff hitter. This is a very talented Merrimack lineup. Two of the best offenses in the league here in our first game of the weekend. Pitch on the outside corner for strike two. Quick look at the Warriors, 27-18 on the season, 13-8. They finished third in the Northeast Division behind both Southern Hampshire and Franklin Pierce. They knocked off the Ravens to earn a berth in the Final Four here as that pitch is in the dirt for ball one.
Okay.
Murphy listed at 6-1 into the windup. Breaking pitch is lined down the third base. That will go foul. Porcelli battling nicely, and we'll do it again here at 1-2. Porcelli to be followed by Tyler Line and Matthew Ronay, 3 all-conference performers at the top here for the Warriors.
Okay.
Murphy, that pronounced wind-up delivery upstairs with a fastball for ball two. So a good battle here in our first batter of the game, Porcelli versus Murphy. Take a look at the right-hander. 2-2 coming. Little low. We've run full. So a good battle here between Murphy and Porcelli, the Warriors' third baseman. Full count, here comes. Lined into left field. That's over the shortstop's head. It's a leadoff single for Joey Porcelli. A terrific at bat there by the Merrimack third baseman, and he's aboard to lead things off. Fell behind early, battled his way back, earned a full count fastball, and delivered it into shallow left field for a base hit. And now Tyler Line steps to the plate. Line, the speedy center fielder for this Merrimack team. 356 hitter, 2 home runs, 37 runs driven in. His solo home run in the 8th inning ultimately tied the game up against Franklin Pierce on Tuesday, a game which Merrimack would ultimately win, obviously, in 11 innings. There goes the runner. First pitch, throw down from Spinoso is a good one, but not in time, a bit high with the offering from the Lemoyne backstop, and it's a stolen base for Porcelli, his 7th of the season. Warriors no time in putting the wheels in motion. Pitch was called a strike, so it's 0-1 on the hitter Line, but now a runner at second and still nobody away here as Line hits with a man in scoring position. In at the corners, thinking bunt. We'll see what the Warriors do here. No indication thus far, and the fastball is a little bit up for ball one. It is a spectacular day here in Manchester. It could not be more comfortable. Student athletes have dealt with a rough spring weather-wise, but not today. 1-1. Swung on and missed. Looked like he took something off it for strike two. So once again, Murphy gets ahead of a hitter. He's unable to put away Porcelli. What the freshman does in this situation. Jumping around in back of Porcelli at second. 1-2 coming. Hit into the right field. That's a base hit. Goes the opposite way. Hold up Porcelli. It looks like a good decision there by head man Nick Barisi. Runners at the corners here for the Warriors. 2 base hits, and Merrimack in business here in their half of the first inning. Designated hitter Matthew Ronay to the plate. Ronay hitting .347, first team all-conference selection. 37 runs driven in on his agenda, and an opportunity here with 2 men aboard and nobody away. So Murphy working himself into a spot. The terrific freshman right-hander. There goes the runner. Pitch is well away. There'll be no throw as Line gets credit for his 28th stolen base of the year. That ties a long-standing Merrimack mark. And now, more importantly, while the records are nice, more importantly now, 2 men in scoring position and a 1-0 pitch coming. A pitch on the outside corner, a little bit low, I suppose, for ball 2.
When that steal happens, do you want me to go all the way in, or
2-0.
like I had it, where it's like you can
Here on the Warriors' designated hitter, Matthew Ronay. Big spot here early in our contest, just underway at the top of the first. 2-0 coming. Fastball a bit up, and Murphy not sure where he's missing right now. I think that's his charge. Gave a long look into there to the home plate umpire and see if they just put him aboard here with 3-0, risk something against a very talented hitter. 3-0, they green light him, and he fouls it off for strike 1. So 3-1 now. Interesting decision there by Nick Barisi, the head man at Merrimack. Nick, a former St. Anselm standout, also played football up there in the Hilltop. He's in his 7th year there in North Andover. 96 wins for Nick Barisi. 3-1 here to Ronay. Swung on and missed. Murphy threw it by him for strike 2. Might have gotten a piece of it fouled into the glove, it appears, of Spinoza. End result's the same, and it's full count. Another here on a Merrimack hitter. So he's gone full, although he fell behind 3-0. Here's the 3-2. Breaking ball is skied into very shallow center field. I don't think this is deep enough. Center fielder Karapi fields it. They send the runner, and he is safe. So I correct it. That ball was not deep at all, but it's an RBI flyout for Ronay. Runner does advance to third. That's where Line scoots. Porcelli comes home, and Merrimack has struck first. The Warriors lead at 1-0 here on a sacrifice fly by Matthew Ronay. Credit him for his 38th run driven into the year. He does his job. Better throws play, but you like the aggressive nature of the Merrimack staff. It's been their philosophy, very much so, under the direction of Nick Barisi during his time at Merrimack. And no reason to change what you're doing now. Run is home, and now another runner 90 feet away as Matt Nicholson steps to the plate. Another right-handed hitter. Swinging first, fouls it straight back for strike 1. Nicholson, another nice season for him. .361 hitter, 6 home runs and 42 runs driven in. This is a very dangerous top half of the Merrimack lineup. You're seeing 2 of the best lineups, if not the best lineups in the NE10. You can make a case statistically. These 2 sides are 1-2 in terms of their offense. Up there in a lot of categories. 0-1, swung on and missed for strike 2. So Murphy gets an out, but still has a man to face down there at third base. And if you're Merrimack, what a terrific start here. Early start time. You're obviously an underdog. Great start here for the Warriors. 0-2, lined into center field. This is well hit. Center fielder Karapi going back on his horse, off his glove. Extra bases here for Nicholson. That'll score the runner line easily, and it's 2-0. What a start for the 3rd seed out of the Northeast Division. Merrimack has a 2-0 advantage against Ryan Murphy, who was outstanding all season long, but he has been shaken here in the top of the first, and that'll bring Scott Cassidy, the head coach, to the mound. Allows us to clean the house here. Nicholson, his 43rd run driven in, among the conference's best for the Warriors cleanup hitter. Line comes home to score. And Merrimack in business here in the top of the first inning. What a start for the Warriors. Conference on the mound is broken up. Scott Cassidy jogging back to his dugout on the third base line. And Thomas Joyce steps to the plate. The Warriors first base. All he's hitting is .333 with 3 home runs and 29 runs driven in. 1 through 5 in this lineup. They are all over 320. Breaking ball, good one. First. Nicholson down at second. He with the RBI double to make this a 2-0 Warriors advantage. What a start here for Merrimack in the first game of the NE10 Baseball Championship weekend. 0-1. Hitting the foul territory down the third base line. Left fielder will give a good run for it and track it down. Nice play there by David DeNorcia for the second out of the inning. Much needed there. And now there's 2 away. And Mike Holcraft steps to the plate, the Warriors left fielder. Holcraft, 198 on the season, 1 home run, 18 runs driven in. Holcraft, the senior from Fayetteville, New York, a suburb of Syracuse. One would imagine this game has a little bit more meaning for him, not just what is at stake, but Moyne is about 10 minutes or so away from the Fayetteville area. And strike 1 as he takes a curveball. Nicholson stands at second. Pitch from Murphy, good one. Runs away from the bat of the right-handed hitter for strike 2. So quickly Murphy had 0-2. You can tell he's got his confidence back a little bit now. So he's working much quicker and finding the strike zone with great frequency right now. 0-2 coming. Breaking ball, fouled it off, heads up down there. And we'll do it again. Oh, 2 once more. O'Mara checks the runner, but now goes back. Curveball swung on and missed, and that is how the inning comes to a close. But the damage is done as Murphy gets his first strikeout. The Warriors plate 2. In their half of the first, big blast, the RBI double by Matt Nicholson. Merrimack 2, Moyne for return right here.
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield has worked to keep the people of New Hampshire healthy for 75 years. Healthcare has changed dramatically over the years, but one thing is not, and that is our commitment to you and your family. We're a company made up of your friends and neighbors. We work each day to continue our tradition of providing healthcare to the 300,000 members we serve. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield focuses on wellness and healthy living. We work with and support numerous organizations in New Hampshire to build healthy communities. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, creating a healthier future for New Hampshire.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Anyone can be the victim. Everyone can be the solution. It's on us to stand up and not stand by.
Because when you're a victim of sexual assault, no one should stand alone.
It's on us!
At Southern New Hampshire University, we traveled across the country to celebrate the success of our online students who couldn't attend graduation.
Thank you guys for giving me the chance again. It's something that I worked for a long time.
Because we believe student success is success worth celebrating.
Who did you get this degree for? I got it for me.
I did this for my mom.
I did it for you, bud.
Congratulations, Daddy.
Find your online graduate or undergraduate program today at snhu.edu.
All right. Home half of the first inning. We welcome you back to beautiful Manchester, New Hampshire on the campus of Southern New Hampshire University. The Penmen will take the field next. They will take on the second seed out of the Southwest Division, New Haven. And a good battle as Lemoyne comes to bat for their first time. Brian Cox, left-handed hitting right fielder to lead things off. He'll be facing Anthony Lupi, the lefty, on the mound for the Warriors, and his first pitch up for ball 1. It'll be Cox followed by Taft, Nick Place, Ben Walsh, Camilo Spinoso. The catcher bats 5th. 1-0. Misses low for ball 2. Nicholas Jakes bats 6th. Brian O'Mara is the 7-hole hitter. David DeNorcia bats 8th, and Timothy Karapi bats 9th. 2-0. Inside for ball 3. So 3-0 here. Groove for strike one over the plate to Brian Cox, the speedy right fielder for the Dolphins who would like to get on base. He has stolen bases. Loopy working quickly. Here's the 3-1. Right there, Cox taking all the way. Strike two. So much like the first hitter for the Warriors in their half, the Lemoyne leadoff hitter has gone full as well. Porcelli won that battle with a... We'll see what Cox can do here. That one's lined into left field. Left fielder got a very late beat on it. Didn't see it off the bat. Holcroft will watch it go all the way to the wall. And that is extra bases for Cox as he'll stroll into second base with a leadoff double. So maybe not surprising, the top two offenses in the league showing why, as the bats have come alive early. Here's Andrew Taft, and what a year this kid has. It is amazing to think that Andrew Taft put forth a 352 average, led the conference with 16 home runs, including 2 in their win on Tuesday, and 4 runs driven in. There's not many easy outs when you look up and down this Dolphins lineup. There's a reason this team won 33 games. Takes the first pitch over for strike one from Loopy. Anthony Loopy, the senior lefty, originally from Dover, New Hampshire. 5-4 in the season with a 5.26 ERA. Interesting note on him, his best outing of the year came in a complete game win back on April the 8th against this Lemoyne team.
I said he's doing some nice work.
8 hits, 1 run allowed, didn't walk a batter, and struck out a pair of Dolphins in the victory. 0-1, good breaking ball there, and Taft swung right over it for strike two. This is a very dangerous Lemoyne lineup. We'll see if Taft can find a way, if nothing else, to get the runner over to third as they look to cut this deficit in half. 0-2, way outside with a fastball. It runs away for ball one. One and two the count on Andrew Taft. Redshirt junior, originally from Clinton, New York, another Syracuse area. 2. Good patience there exhibited by Taft to lay off the fastball up for ball two. Taft listed at 6'4". He is an imposing presence at the plate. Two coming. Runner away from second. That one's grounded back towards the middle. Second baseman was shielded over there. It's Garabino. Comes up and a good throw over to first to get the out. The runner does advance to third, but Garabino with a nice play there up the middle. The fact that he was keeping an eye on Cox down there at second definitely helped that one. Not sure would have been targeted for center field or not, but certainly made an easier play there by where he was playing defensively. And it's a ground out 4-3. And now Nick Place is the hitter. Place, the Dolphins' designated hitter, 283 on the season, 5 home runs and 39 runs driven in. First pitch, fouled off down the first base line, out of play onto the hill area for strike one.
I was just following the ball.
Lemoyne team tied for the top in batting average. First in home runs, first in runs scored, first in walks, fourth in stolen bases. That one's back up the middle. It gets into center field. It's an RBI single for Nick Place, and this is a 2-1 affair. Good piece of hitting there by Place as he sticks the bat head out and gets it back through the middle. And the Merrimack lead is, if it's 2-1 early on here, as Lemoyne gets half of the first to make it a 2-1 contest. Ben Walsh to the plate. Walsh, congratulations to him, named NE10 Player of the Year this week. He'll hit with a runner at first. Curveball from Loopy's, catches the outside corner for strike one. One on Walsh. That pitch misses a little bit outside. Walsh, 366 season, 10 home runs, 55 runs driven in. What a campaign for the NE10 Player of the Year, redshirt junior from right there in Syracuse. 1-1. Misses away for ball 2. Smith tried to frame it, but it was away for ball 2. Loopy trying to get back to the dugout, only allowing the one run. This pitch down the right field line. If it stays fair, it's trouble. Foul ball. Inside out with the swing there. Misses extra bases there by a couple of feet down the right field line, and the count now advances to 2-2.
Oh, my bad. I look bad.
Not sure we expected this game to be a 1-0 type affair, but probably didn't expect to see 3 runs already scored here with 1 away the bottom of the first. Pitch is swung on and missed. He gets Walsh with a big strikeout there. Loopy, not a huge strikeout guy, but gets a big one there for the second out of the inning. And now Camilo Spinoso steps to the plate. Spinoso had a terrific year for a backstop, especially. Very good defensive catcher and a .328 hitter. 3 home runs, 27 runs driven in for the NE10 All-Conference selection. First pitch, a little bit up for ball 1. Home plate umpire zone is tight, but it's been consistent. 1-0, that's grounded to the shortstop. Should be an easy play for Shumsky. He'll shovel over to second, and they'll get the out, and that will retire the side for the Dolphins. 6-4 on the putout. We've played 1 full. Both teams have struck. Merrimack's got 2. Lemoyne's got 1. Stay tuned. We return for the second right here.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, the center of Division II sports is inside the NCAA.com hub. With live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
At Southern New Hampshire University, student success is success worth celebrating. That's why we personally delivered diplomas to online students who couldn't attend graduation. Find your online program today at snhu.edu.
Seven, 8, 9 coming plateward for Merrimack here in the top half of the second inning. Jeff Lopes, our coordinating producer in the house. We appreciate him for doing everything. Our camera crew, outstanding work by them. Never easy this time of year. The students being no more. Graduation here at Southern New Hampshire scheduled for Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, the undergrad. Sunday, the graduate department. Lots of good stuff going on here in Manchester. Makes hotels and whatnot a bit of a challenge. And our leadoff hitter for Merrimack here is the catcher, Ricky Smith. Nice year for Smith, 271. He'll lead things off for the Warriors. Ooh, breaking pitch from Murphy. Nearly hit the Warriors backstop. That's ball 1. Fastball's popped up out of play for strike 1. Merrimack in the road, blue tops with white slacks. You see Lemoyne in the home whites. 1-1. Fastball by him for strike 2. Smith chased it up and swung through it. Smith, a senior from Weymouth. Attended Zavarian Brothers, very good high school program. Got a piece of that one on the same pitch, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Smith will be followed by Garbarino. My goodness. 1-2. Left side. This won't be an easy play for Jex. Across the diamond. In time. Good put out there by the Lemoyne third baseman. Anthony Garbarino comes to the plate now. Garbarino, the hero for the Warriors. Tuesday, he had the 2-run double in the top of the 11th, which proved to be the game winner to help the Warriors advance to the NE10 Championship weekend. Left-handed hitting second baseman bats with 1 away. grounds it over the mound. This one's targeted for center field. Walsh got a glove on it, but it wasn't going to be a play anyways. That'll be an infield single for Garbarino as he continues to stay hot. First pitch swinging there. He gets credit for Merrimack's 4th hit already the game against Murphy. And now we go to Nick Shumsky, the Warriors shortstop, in with a .222 average. Hits with a man on first and one away.
I showed you the second baseman because I hit off his glove.
Throw back to first. Remember, last time Porcelli reached first, he went on the first pitch and reached safely, so I imagine that call might have come from the dugout there to keep the runner close. The pitch is fouled away for strike one. We'll go back to the top as Porcelli waits in the on-deck circle. Merrimack sent 6 men to the plate in their top half of the first inning when they scored 2 runs. Warriors returning to the NE10 Championship weekend for the first time since 2013.
Okay.
Another throwback. Keep an eye on the runner at first. Garbarino. Just 4 stolen bases on the season. Not a big lead down there. Not sure what they're doing there. Doesn't look like he's going anywhere. 0-1 coming to the hitter. Fastball's upstairs for ball 1.
Okay.
Murphy becoming a bit more deliberate with the runner on base, not surprisingly. Here's the 1-1. Good curveball, bends over for strike 2. Good stuff there by the freshman right-hander. It's a good look at Ryan Murphy, freshman from Wappingers Falls, New York. One-two coming. Curveball, good patience exhibited there by Shumsky to not chase it. Dove away from the plate for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on the Merrimack shortstop. And Garbarino's away from first, but not a big lead at all, and another throw over. Two once more. On the way. Fastball, got him. Second strikeout of the game for Murphy. Sort of scooted that one by him, had him off kilter at the plate. And Joey Porcelli steps to the plate now with 2 men away, and the runner remains at first. Porcelli singled and came around to score. Back in the first inning, he's 1 for 1. That one's hit into right field. Brian Cox has a beat on it, got a good jump, and made the catch for the final out of the second. So the Warriors strand runners, they get a 1-out single. He goes no further. We're through 1.5. It's Merrimack 2, Lemoyne 1.
When are we going to get our going into commercial break?
I thought Southern New Hampshire University was only online, but then I visited and saw that there was this amazing campus with a great campus culture.
The community was just amazing. I really feel like this is my family.
I've made so many friends here, friends that I know I'll have for life.
I have everything I need to succeed right here.
There's always something happening here.
This is such a fun place to be. Everybody really loves what they're doing here.
Visit SNHU and see for yourself.
The center of Division II sports is inside the NCAA.com hub with live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Welcome to the Tap House.
Bottom of the second inning, Jacob Van Ryn along with you. It's the first game of the 2018 Northeast-10 Conference Championship weekend. Top seed out of the Southwest Division, the Moyne College Dolphins, with a terrific campaign, 33 wins, 13 losses, and 1 tie. They are currently the top-ranked team in the East region against the 3 seed out of the Northeast Division, the Merrimack College Warriors. 4 teams left, 4 terrific programs, 2 number 1 seeds, a number 2 and a number 3. First pitch is fouled away for strike 1. Batter is Nicholas Jacks. Jacks, the Lemoyne third baseman. Pitch didn't miss by much. Good spot there by Loopy. A little bit inside on the right-handed hitting Jacks. 263 on the season, 3 home runs, 22 runs driven in. 1-1. Pitch misses inside at the feet for ball 2. 3 teams that, for all intents and purposes, will be playing next week in the NCAA Regional. And Team Merrimack looking to punch their ticket. If they were to win this weekend's NE10 championship, they would get the automatic qualifying bid and advance to the 7-team field. And play begins next week. NCAA Regional 3-1 here. Curveball misses low. Looked pretty good. And a leadoff walk. Good work there by Jacks. And now Brian O'Mara steps to the plate. O'Mara, the second baseman for the Finns, 264 on the season, 1 home run, 21 runs driven in. There goes the runner. Breaking ball is going to be tough to throw him out on. Good throw, but not in time. Good effort there by Smith behind the plate, but the off-speed pitch coupled with a terrific jump there by Jacks. He gets credit for his 10th stolen base of the year, and now the Dolphins tying run in scoring position with nobody out. O'Mara, the 7-hole hitter, now a decision for Lemoyne head coach Scott Cassidy. I assume he'd be in a bunting situation. We'll see how the Finns play it. Big weekend for Lemoyne Athletics. Talk more about it after this 1-0 pitch. Breaking balls a little bit outside, and now Loopy having trouble consistently finding the strike zone. 2-0. And I mean that, and then I don't know if he knows. He thinks a couple of these should be called strikes. 2-0. That one's inside, and now he's fallen behind Brian O'Mara, 3 balls and no strikes. So Lemoyne has their men's lacrosse team qualified for the NCAA postseason. They will take on Seton Hill this weekend on the road. Women's lacrosse is hosting a 3-team pod, and the softball team also qualified for the NCAA tournament. They're in action this weekend as well. 3-0 pitch is over for strike 1, so a banner spring for Lemoyne College and their athletic department. Their baseball team, it's basically a formality at this point, being the top seed in the regional poll. They will be a part of the East Regional field next week as well. 3-1 coming. In the outside corner for strike 2, O'Mara wasn't sure. Should also mention their men's golf team participated in the NCAA tournament this week as well. So pretty good thing for Lemoyne. Not bad for Merrimack either. We'll talk about their accolades at some point. Full count pitch coming. That pitch is fouled onto the hill over the right side, and full count once again. So a good battle here between the hitter and the pitcher. Leadoff walk to Jacks. He then swiped second. That's how he stands down there, second base. Brian O'Mara hits with a full count here. Pitch grounded to the right side. Tough play. Good play by the first baseman, Joyce. Pitcher wasn't covering. Loopy never got over, and now runners at the corners. An infield single there for O'Mara, and now runners at the corners. And now time is called as we see Nick Barisi come out of the Merrimack dugout. Saw Nick Barisi just basically shuttle the other infielders away, saying, no, this is a meeting with my pitcher and my catcher, and it was really directed at Loopy. Try to settle him down. Never covered on that ground ball, and we'll see what Moyne elects to do here with runners at the corners, nobody away. And David DiNorcia coming to the plate. 236 on the year. The Moyne left fielder. Squares around a bunt. Takes a pitch up for ball one. So Loopy working himself into a situation here. DiNorcia at 8 RBIs on the year. His 9th ties us up at 2. Skied on the right side, very shallow. Second baseman going back. I don't think he sees it. He'll give way to the right fielder. The catch is made by Matt Nicholson for the first out of the inning. That ball's not deep enough, so a big out there for Loopy. So he gets the first out of the inning. A fly out to the left fielder. And now Timothy Karapi, the center fielder, to the plate. Karapi, the senior from Liverpool, New York. Local product. Syracuse school. Attended CBA, which is a high school factory in the Syracuse area. And terrific sports programs at Christian Brothers Academy. Karapi, 269 on the year.
Okay.
12 runs driven in. Still runners at the corners. Now there's one away. Double play depth at the middle. They're in at the corners. Squares around a bunt. Bunts it foul. Interesting decision there by Moyne. Suicide squeeze type action is Scott Cassidy trying to find a way to manufacture this second run of the game.
Like this mountain wide.
Throw back to first. Trying to get a read on what he wants to do over there. So far, he has not gone against the lefty Loopy on the mound. Runners at the corners, one away. 0-1 coming. That one's fouled away, so he's ahead now of Karapi. No balls and 2 strikes. Two veteran-laden rosters between this Merrimack college team and the Moyne College. A lot of juniors and seniors up and down for both sides. 0-2 coming. Love a strikeout here. Grounded to the second baseman. Could be 2. Onto the short. The throw to first in time. It's a 4-6-3 double play. And Loopy works his way out of the spot. The Merrimack dugout is fired up as the Dolphins put runners at the corners but can't cash either in. We're through 2 complete. Merrimack leads 2-1.
As an active duty service member, it was important to me to find a university that shared my values and my commitment. Southern New Hampshire University has been there. Not just for me, but for the entire military community.
As a nonprofit, Southern New Hampshire University is committed to your success. From day one to graduation and beyond, find your online graduate or undergraduate program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
I had no idea SNHU had this amazing campus.
Even the walk to class is amazing.
I love the sense of community. People actually hold the doors open for you here.
All my professors really know who I am here.
They genuinely want you to succeed. I've made so many friends here.
Friends I know I'll have for life.
SNHU is the place for me. Visit SNHU and see for yourself.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Here are a few tips that can help. Talk to your friends honestly and openly about sexual assault.
Don't be a bystander. If you see something, intervene in any way you can.
Be direct. Ask someone.
Lead things off for Merrimack as we move into the 3rd inning. He fouls the first pitch away. Murphy, who's out for his 3rd inning of work. Merrimack maintains their 2-1 advantage. Remember, Moyne put runners at the corners with nobody away in their half of the second, but unable to score after a flyout and then a double play ball. Good work by Loopy to get out of the spot. Lyon grounds one through the right side of the infield. It's a base hit for Tyler Lyon. His 2nd single of the game. He's now 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Good work by Lyon as he sees his average continue to rise. He's doing it well right now, and he's aboard with a leadoff single. Matthew Ronay to the plate now. The Warriors' designated hitter. Throw back to first. Remember, line swiped second earlier for his 20th stolen base of the year. That tied him Merrimack all-time record book with Frank Crinella, one of the all-time greats in that program's history. Former NE10 Player of the Year as Murphy stends off. Crinella drafted and still playing in the Baltimore Orioles organization. There goes the runner from first. Breaking ball. Spinoso throws down to second. Not in time. Another stolen base for Line. Boy, is he blistering on the pad. This is second of the game. And just like that, he's in a scoring position as now looks to tack on to their 2-1 advantage. Pitch was inside to Rona. Ball. And the count 1-0 as our home plate umpire illustrates. .0 coming now. The runner at second. That one's hit well into center field, right at the center fielder. He'll come in and make the catch. Too bad for Rone. He hit that one right on the line, but Timothy Karapi tracks it down for the out. And the first out of the inning. Matt Nicholson now to the plate. Nicholson had the big hit for the Warriors in the first. RBI double, which scored a run. He'll hit here now with another runner in scoring position. Murphy takes a look back at Line down there at second. Nicholson got credit for his 43rd run driven into the air back in the first. That swing right now the difference in our contest. First pitch swing, he fouls it away over the Merrimack dugout for strike one. Merrimack leading it 2-1. Half of the third. Warriors already with 5 hits against talented Moyne starter Ryan Murphy. 0-1. Swung on and missed. Good curveball there for strike two. Murphy would love a strikeout here against Nicholson. Wheels around. Nobody home down there at second. Second baseman O'Mara keeping a very close eye down there at line. 0-2 coming. Swung on and fouled off. Nicholson does not get cheated on those swings. Big body. Really flails his arms at the plate and gets his money's worth, and we'll do it again at 0-2.
Oh, okay.
0-2 here. O'Mara basically keeping Line down there at second. Murphy paying a lot of attention to the runner. Oh, 2 coming. All in the dirt. Good play by Spinoso to smother it. Ball one. Murphy 1-2. Swung on and missed. He gets the strikeout. Big one there. His third of the game. He gets Nicholson to chase one away. Now there's 2 away as Thomas Joy steps to the plate. Nicholson frustrated. Good battle there, won by Murphy. Joyce flew out to left field his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Line remains second. There's 2 outs as Murphy steps off. Freshman has become much more deliberate with runners on the bases, as we've seen throughout the course of today's game. Now time is called at the plate. Murphy is really slowing down now. Understands the importance of the situation, understanding that he doesn't want to allow Line to find his way home and extend the Warriors' lead. That pitch, sky down the left field line. That'll get out of play for strike one. He bounced off the top of the fence down there. It's beautiful Penmen Field. Strike one. Remember, this is the first of two today. The schedule for the weekend, 2 games this afternoon. We'll play 3 tomorrow, and then we're scheduled for action on Saturday, weather dependent throughout the weekend. Fouled away for strike 2 off the bat of Thomas Joyce, the Warriors' first baseman.
Do you want me to zoom in on him like all the time, or do you want me to like get them out and do it like?
Okay. 0-2. That one's grounded off the glove of Murphy. This is going to lead to an awkward play. It'll be no chance, as Joyce will reach first. Runner Line will move down to third, so now runners at the corners for the Warriors as they put themselves in business with the runners at first and third. As Joyce gets credit for the infield single, Murphy had it sort of an opportunity, didn't glove it cleanly, and once he was unable to do so, really no opportunity there at the runner. So here we go. Holcroft at the plate with runners at the corners. Mike Holcroft, the left fielder for the Warriors. Strikeout victim his first time up. Takes a pitch outside for ball one. Big spot here, both sides. There goes the runner. The pitch down low. Spinoso bluffs. They're trying to get the runner to get into a situation there to allow Line to potentially score. No throw. Leads to Joyce advancing to second. Get credit for a stolen base there. The pitch was a strike, so we're at 1-1. Take a look at Line down there at third. Murphy trying to get back to the dugout. 1-1. Good curveball for strike 2. So Holcraft is falling behind here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. If he can keep the inning alive, Ricky Smith awaits his turn. One-two coming. Murphy deliberate. Inside corner called strike 3. Second time he's gotten Holcraft. He's got 4 strikeouts in the game. Biggest one there as the Warriors strand 2. We head to the bottom of the third. It remains Merrimack 2 and Lemoyne 1.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we're committed to your success. That's why we hit the road again, to meet some of the 50,000 students who study online with us, to hear their stories, to celebrate their success. And with over 200 programs online and on campus designed to fit your life, there's never been a better time to see yourself succeed. Find your program today at snhu.edu.
Southern New Hampshire University proved itself different as soon as I got that first phone call.
It's full of people who care about you. You're not just another number.
And they always make you feel that you're a part of a family.
There's a personal relationship you actually develop with your advisors.
The professors see your potential and really want to move you forward.
It really feels like they take a genuine interest.
They're here for you so you can succeed.
I feel that I can conquer the world because they have my back.
Find your online program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
Great look at beautiful Penmen Field on the campus of Southern New Hampshire. A beautiful afternoon for baseball. The first of 2 here as we kick off championship weekend. Remember, it'll be top seed out of the Northeast and the home team, Southern New Hampshire, to take the field in game 2 as they'll take on second seeded New Haven, representing the Southwest in game 2. Brian Cox to lead things off. As we go back to the top of the Lemoyne order, Cox doubled and scored his first time up. Anthony Lupi takes the mound once again. First pitch is low for ball 1.
Yeah.
Cox to be followed by Taft in place. 1-2-3. Good curveball is over for strike 1 from Lupi. 1-1 upcoming. The left-hander deals. That one's trickled foul behind the plate for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Loopy's delivery is down low for ball 2. 2 and 2 strikes now on Cox, who checked in at .335 on the season. A terrific campaign for the Lemoyne right fielder. One of many very good bats in this Lemoyne lineup. 2-2. Inside, got him. Loopy missed with that one, and Cox will take it off the hip. He will stand at first base, as Loopy was ahead of him, but unable to polish him off. So Cox stands at first. He represents potentially the game-tying run here in the bottom of the third. Lemoyne, for the third consecutive inning, has their leadoff man aboard. And now Andrew Taft, he of the 16 home runs, conference best, stands in. Loopy's first pitch inside for ball 1.
Today I finally did what interns do.
Taft is a mountain of a man at the plate. Throw back to first as they keep an eye on Cox. 21 stolen bases on the year. He dives back in safely. Good sized lead down there. Fastball runs up for ball. So now a chance for Lemoyne. Put some in play here. Taft is ahead in the count 2-0, and a speedy runner down there at first in the leadoff man, Brian Cox. Loopy works quickly. Fouls it back for strike 1, does Taft.
That one I got nervous about. Well, because all I could see in the camera shot was the ball in my
Lemoyne group that got in last night.
That's what I get for working today.
Time is called at the plate. 2-1 count facing Andrew Taft, the Lemoyne first baseman. That one gets away from the catcher, gets into the dugout. Runner will advance to second. Actually didn't get to the dugout, sort of got in that area, which is a big difference because it would have moved the runner up to third. But the wild pitch allows Cox to run into scoring position. Man, and now a 3-1 count on Taft with Nick Place awaiting his turn on.
Okay, I was making sure because if I got
Loopy sort of went slide step there, and the pitch got away from him. One's lined into center field. It's a base hit. Cox heading around the plate, though he'll be held up at third. Ooh. Center fielder Tyler Lyon got it back quickly. Would have been a close play at the plate. And Scott Cassidy likes to hold the run. On another base hit for the Dolphins, this lineup continues to impress. And once again, for the second consecutive inning, Lemoyne with runners at the corners and nobody away. So the Dolphins, each of their first 3 plate appearances today have really threatened to score. They got to run first. Cox scored their only run, and now he stands at third, representing their second run of the game as Nick Place steps to the plate. Place, the designated hitter, 5 home runs, 40 runs driven in, as he got credit for an RBI back in the first. Another opportunity here. Curveball's over for strike 1. Place originally from Towanda, Pennsylvania. Stands in there now with runners at the corners, nobody out. That pitch swung on and missed. Like Loopy threw the fastball by him. And the left-hander quickly had no balls and 2 strikes. Love to get a strikeout here. Has to deal with a very dangerous hitter on deck in Ben Walsh. 0-2 coming. Grounded foul at the plate. Good job by Place there to get a piece of it to stay alive. Runner at third is Cox. Taft had the base hit back up the middle for a single, his first hit of the game, 4th for the Dolphins. 0-2 coming. inside and low for ball one. Remember, Lupi was outstanding in his effort versus Lemoyne earlier this season. Complete game victory against Lemoyne. That's the Lemoyne team that only lost 13 times this year, in with a mark of 33-13. 1-2 coming. That one's hit well into left field. This should be deep enough to get the run. Left fielder Holcraft circles underneath it, makes the catch. Throw is well offline. Got to go all the way to the backstop. Runner going from second, going to be held up there. And it's a sacrifice fly for Place. He gets credit for his second RBI of the day. Once again, Brian Cox comes around to score, and we are tied up at 2 here in the bottom of the third. Taft went to second on the throw up the line. He's fortunate, Merrimack's fortunate that he stopped there. And now Ben Walsh with a chance to give Lemoyne their first lead of the day.
That kid in left field's throw was not even close.
So Nick plays 2 at-bats, 2 runs driven in. He now has 41 on the air. He's done his job. Appeal down at third. Nothing doing there. Draws the ire of some of the Lemoyne faithful that have made the trip. Now Taft away from second, and Ben Walsh, the NE10 Player of the Year, steps in. He is strikeout victim his first time up. That one slashed for strike one. Good look there at the NE10 Player of the Year. Walsh, the redshirt junior from Syracuse, New York. Lupi slowing down now. Surprise Walsh out. Now Lupi will wheel back as he waits for the wind to dissipate. So a run in the first and a run home here in the third have tied this game up. Moyne has erased the 2-0 deficit. Fastball, good one. On the outside corner for strike one. Excuse me, for strike two now as Walsh fouled the first pitch away.
You have a kid warming up in Merrimack's pen. Letting you know.
Lupi would love to get another strikeout here. 0-2 coming. Just missed away. Good spot. Did not miss by much. Good patience exhibited by Walsh as well. Taft away from second. Single then moved up on the throw. That one's hit well. Into center fielder going back. That's line on the edge of the track. Makes the catch. Taft retreats, but he's going nowhere. So Walsh tried. Good work there by Line to track it down for the second out of the inning. And now the Lemoyne catcher, Camilo Spinoso, hits as you take a look at Line out there in center field.
What's he doing?
Spinoso hits now. Ground out victim his first time up. Lupi really the mound now, much like we saw Murphy in his half. Breaking ball misses low for ball one. Some action down there in the Merrimack bullpen. Take a look past the right field wall. Pitch fouled away at the plate for a ball and a strike. Lupi, interestingly enough, did work in their win on Tuesday against Franklin Pierce. Didn't throw too many pitches, however, and gets the start here. First game of this double elimination tournament. 2 today, 3 tomorrow, and then 1, if necessary, game scheduled for Saturday as time is called at the plate. One team enter the championship with a pair of wins versus no losses. One will enter with a pair of wins versus 1 loss. And then we'll go from there on Saturday. 1-1 coming. Good breaking ball. Good patience exhibited by Spinoso as he was right on that for strike 2. Spinoso, the junior backstop, also a CBA product there in use. Originally started his career at George Washington before returning home. And a 1-2 count facing him. Taft represents the leading run down at second. Time is called once again. This game has the tempo of a championship level game in terms of both teams really understanding the importance of every at-bat. Pitch is low. Two balls and 2 strikes against the Moyne catcher. Grounded out to end the threat back in the first. Taft stands away from second. He's got a good-sized lead. 2-2. Low. Ball 3. Loopy missing inside. Take a look at the Merrimack lefty. She tries to find a strike back to the dugout with this game tied at 2 apiece. Full count. Curveball misses up. He lost him. It's the first walk of the day. Excuse me, the second walk of the day. Issued by Loopy. He let off the man at the plate. Nicholas Jacks his first time up to lead off the second inning. He got to third base, but was stranded there. So now runners at first and second. So Lemoyne continues to put runners on the paths. And Jacks to the plate. A pitch fouled off. First pitch strike for strike 1. A 1 upcoming. Fouled away almost in the same exact spot for strike 2. One pitch away from getting Mack in the dugout. Jack's 22 runs driven in the year. Love to get number 23 here and give his side the lead for the first time today. Oh, 2. Hit off the end of the shallow left field. That's going to fall. It's a base hit. Running around third is Taft. He will come around to score. It's an RBI single for Nicholas Jacks, and Lemoyne has taken a 3-2 advantage. Ball off the end of the bat that he deposited into shallow left field. Taft obviously going on contact. He scores easily. And the Dolphins have plated 2 here in the third to take their first lead of the game. It's now 3-2. Finns on top. Spinoso stopped at second as now Brian O'Mara steps to the plate. O'Mara, the redshirt freshman, another local product, Syracuse kid, stands in now. He hits with 2 men aboard and 2 away. This Lemoyne lineup is an absolute gauntlet to get through. First pitch runs away, ball 1.
This kid's done.
One-0 coming. Same pitch, same result. Action continues in the Merrimack bullpen as Loopy has fallen behind now. 2 balls and no strikes. See the action down there past the right field line. Loopy tries to get back to the dugout. 2-0. Inside corner, good spot for strike 1. So 2-1. Spinoso away from second. Shortstop darts in back of him. 2-1. low for ball 3. So now, Omar with a chance here. 3-1 count facing him. Loopy does not want to walk him loaded. This might be his final hitter depending on how it shakes out. 3-1. Inside. Whoa, ball 4. Corner. Merrimack dugout with some words for the home plate umpire. That pitch did not miss by much. Second walk of the inning, third in the game, and now they're loaded. David DeNorcia steps to the plate. He's now the 8th hitter to face Anthony Loopy here in the third. And he hits with the bases loaded and 2 away, and what has automatically become here the at-bat of the game to this point. Well, no action from the Merrimack dugout as of yet. They're going to let Loopy face the left fielder DeNorcia. First pitch misses away for ball 1. Loopy's got to find the zone now, and I'm not sure he knows where it is, to his credit. Been a very tight strike zone both ways here for these two sides, and both pitchers at times have had trouble, I think, consistently locating it. DeNorcia flew out to left field his first time up. He's 0 for 1. That pitch outside, strike 1. Spinoza aboard at third. Jax is down at second. He had the RBI single to give the Dolphins the lead, and then O'Mara just walked. Time is called. One coming. Grounded away, foul at the plate 2, and now Loopy's 1 pitch away. And DeNorcia trying to blow this one open with a base hit. One, 2 upcoming. Popped up sky high on the infield. First baseman Joyce calls for it and makes the catch to get out of the infield. But the damage is done. Moyne scores 2 more. They've taken their first lead of the game. We head to the 4th. Moyne on top 3-2.
Is that him or no?
From all across the country, across all walks of life, you studied on laptops, desktops, got up early, stayed up late, and worked tirelessly for this one moment. This moment is yours. At Southern New Hampshire University, we are committed to your success. From day 1 to graduation and beyond. Find your online graduate or undergraduate program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
From court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
To the 4th we go. Jacob Van Ryn along with you. We thank you for tuning in wherever you may be on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. I can only hope it's as nice where you are as where we are. Unfortunately for you, well, I guess not unfortunately. You're inside watching this in some capacity. Perhaps you're outside mobile device or whatnot. Thanks to the good folks here at Southern New Hampshire. YouTube.com/SNHU Penmen. We thank you for tuning in and spending your time with us. Merrimack, now all of a sudden, for the first time, they look up at the scoreboard, and they're on the wrong side. It's 3-2, as Moyne got 2 runs there in their half of the third to take their first lead of the game. Merrimack, it'll be Ricky Smith to lead things off. Be followed by Anthony Garbarino. And first pitch. And Murphy hits him. Breaking ball, which never broke. Smith, not much of a effort to get out of the way, but he'll take it, and he'll stand down there at first, hit by the pitch, and he's aboard. Anthony Garbarino now to hit with the Garbarino. Hero on Tuesday night. had a base hit his first time up. Third inning, Merrimack's gotten their leadoff man aboard. Scoring around the bunt, bunting it foul for strike one. Let's take a look at the Merrimack resume. The Warriors, the 3 seed out of the Northeast Division this year, 27-18 on the year, 13-8 in divisional play. This team was just 8-12 at the end of March and then got hot at the right time. They posted a 14-5 mark in April. And they are 5-1 currently in the month of May. Knocked off Franklin Pierce on Tuesday, 5-3 to advance here to the championship weekend. Throwback to back in plenty of time is the runner. Merrimack tops, tied with Moyne, 298 as a team. Warriors third best with 313 runs. 97 stolen bases, leads the NE10 by a long ways. Garbarino this time gets the bunt. Throw over to first by a half step in time. Done there by the Warriors' second baseman on the sacrifice bunt that allows Smith to move up to second. So good work by Garbarino out of that 8-hole as he continues to produce. And the runner moves up to second as Ricky Smith. Now he represents the game-tying run. He's in scoring position as Nick Shumsky steps to the plate. Shumsky, 13 runs driven into the year. Strikeout victim his first time at the plate. Back to the top, and Porcelli waits his turn on deck. First pitch, swung on and missed. Good fastball there by Murphy. Threw it behind the 9-hole hitter. A 1 here on Shumsky. Misses just away for ball 1. Smith was hit by a pitch, advanced to second on the sacrifice bunt. He's the runner down there at second. 1-1 coming to Shumsky here from the freshman Murphy. Good patience exhibited, and a good curveball for strike 2 as he fouls it at first base line. Look down there, you see that the Chargers have made their way here to Penmen Field. New Haven awaits their turn, and they'll take part in game 2 today. They'll take on Southern New Hampshire in a good one. 4 good teams remaining, not surprising. 1-2 is upstairs for ball 2. Growth and terrific year for baseball in the conference. Should be resulted in at least 4, potentially 5 teams making up the regional field next. Haven looking to defend their NE10 title. They are the reigning conference champions. 2-2 now to Shumsky. Swung on and missed. He gets him for the second time. 5 strikeouts now for Murphy. That's a big one. And now go back to the top. Joey Porcelli to the plate. He's 1 for 2, singled and scored back in the first. Murphy seemingly getting into a better groove as this game has worn on. He's retired 5 of the last 7 hitters he's faced, which is his best stretch of the game at least. A very talented freshman right-hander for the Moyne Dolphins. Big spot here both ways. Pitch in the dirt. Spinosa's done a very nice job of keeping the ball in front of him thus far. Another good effort there for ball 1. Take a look at the Lemoyne catcher. Very good player. Really one of the unsung heroes on this team. And Walsh and Taft get a lot of the headlines. Outstanding starting staff as well. But he's a good one. Another pitch down low as Murphy throws 2 in the dirt for ball 2. Well, Porcelli count. Chance to potentially tie this game up. Murphy'd love to get an out. Dugout. So all of a sudden he's on the right side of the score. Good curveball there for strike 1. How about that? The freshman showing the confidence in the off-speed stuff. Does have first base open, but you get into the dangerous part of this Merrimack lineup and he throws a 2-0 breaking ball. Strike 1. Two-one upcoming. Curveball's lined into left field. That's a base hit for Porcelli. That's going to score the runner easily. Smith will wander around second over to third, and he will come around to score easily. It's an RBI double for Porcelli. We are tied once again. It is 3-all. Good piece of hitting there by Porcelli. Gets credit for his 26th run driven into the air. Smith comes around to score the equalizer. And again, back and forth we go as these two offenses continue to impress. Line now to the plate. Nice afternoon, 2 for 2 with a run scored back in the first. Porcelli with the RBI double. He now represents the potential go-ahead run. First pitch, broken bat off the glove of Murphy. So a very tough play for the shortstop. Bare hand, no chance for Walsh. We are in there on the corners. Be an infield single for Tyler Lyon. Congratulations to him with that base hit. He gets credit for the 200th career hit during his illustrious time. And making sure we got the broken bat shards all taken care of. And now Spinoza will visit the mound here and try to settle down his freshman hurler.
That hit for Tyler Lyon is the 200th of his career.
They just announced the moment here. A nice ovation from the Merrimack faithful as well as the Moyne faithful. Nice moment here at the ballpark. Now runners at the corners as Matthew Ronay hits 0 for 1 thus far at a sacrifice fly. Remember, Line down there at first. He has 2 stolen bases already this afternoon, and one would assume with runners at the corners, he's away as soon as Murphy comes to the plate. Ronay with a chance to give the Warriors the lead. There goes the runner. Pitch is over, no throw. And his line will continue to add to his impressive afternoon. 3 stolen bases in the game now. Gives him 30 on the season. Wow. Oh, 1 coming. Swung on and missed. Good curveball. Ran away from the bat of Ronay. And it's now 0-2. Now Murphy trying to get a strikeout here, get it third out and get back in the dugout. Leave those 2 runners out there on base. Ronay, the junior from Connecticut. 0-2 coming. Here it is. Lined in the left, that's a base hit. 0-2 deposits into center field. That's going to score 2 more. A big 2-out single for Ronay has made this 5-3 Merrimack on top. Damage being done with 2 outs. Merrimack coming up with 3 consecutive hits. The top of the lineup has done the job. Porcelli RBI double, Line with a base hit, and then Ronay with a 2-run single to make this a 5-3 Warriors advantage. Wow. They have gotten to the freshman Murphy, who looked like he was pretty good shape here, hitting a good groove, and just like that, 3 runs home for Merrimack here in their half of the 4th. Now Matt Nicholson to the plate. First pitch is outside, runner's going, and he's going to be done. Good throw there by Spinoza on the base paths, and that's how the inning will come to a close. But 3 runs score for the Warriors. They take a 5-3 advantage. We return right here.
As an active duty service member, it was important to me to find a university that shared my values and my commitment. Southern New Hampshire University has been there, not just for me, but for the entire military community.
As a nonprofit, Southern New Hampshire University is committed to your success. From day 1 to graduation and beyond, find your online graduate or undergraduate program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we traveled across the country to celebrate the success of our online students who couldn't attend graduation.
Thank you guys for giving me the chance again. It's something that I worked for a long time.
Because we believe student success is success worth celebrating.
Who did you get this degree for? I got it for me.
I did this for my mom.
I did it for you, bud.
Congratulations, Daddy.
Find your online graduate or undergraduate program today at snhu.edu.
Warriors played 3 in their half of the 4th inning. They've taken a 5-3 advantage here in first game of our NE10 Baseball Championship weekend. New left fielder into the game for the Warriors. Corey Wieslow enters the game. Anthony Lupi back on the mound. Been an adventurous ride thus far for Lupi. Was taken to a 2-0 advantage early. Gave up a run in the first and then 2 more in the third. Was on the wrong side of a 3-2 score there, but not for long as the Warriors offense posts 3 runs to take a 5-3 advantage as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Timothy Karapi leads things off for the Dolphins. First pitch from Lupi. Bends over for strike 1. Karapi grounded into that 4-6-3 inning double play back in the second. He's 0 for 1. Another curveball, good spot. Back-to-back offerings there. Lupi quickly ahead, 0-2. Coming. Grounded to the left side. Third baseman Porcelli coming in, throwing across the diamond. Good dig out there at first by Joyce to get the out. Well done there both ways. 5-3 on the first out of the inning. Now back to the top, and Brian Cox comes to the plate. Cox has had a nice day. 1 for 1. He doubled and scored back in the first. He was hit by a pitch and came around to score in the third. So he's done his job getting on base in both of his 2 plate appearances. Inside for ball 1 as that fastball ran in on the hands of the left-handed hitting right fielder. That pitch fouled off, straight back over our heads to our left for strike 1.
We all need a quick inning.
Pitch in the dirt from the left-hander for ball 1. So it's ball 2 now. 2 balls and a strike. Brian Cox to be followed by Andrew Taft as you get back into the top of this Lemoyne lineup. 2-1 coming. Just up for ball 3. Cox 1 pitch away from getting on base once again. He has done his job at the top. 3-1 coming. Catch is over for strike 2. Cox in an interesting spot as he oftentimes takes to get all the way to a full count as he's done here. 3-2, and he wins the battle again. Base on balls from Lupi, the 4th that he's offered. And again, Cox reaches. He's at first with 1 away. And now Andrew Taft steps to the plate. Taft singled and scored back in his last plate appearance. That was back in the 3rd. And there, Cox at first. First pitch fastball's away. Cox with a team 1 stolen bases on the air. We'll see what he's doing here against the left-hander Lupi. That one's lined into left field. Boy, Taft is a very good hitter. Goes down and gets that one, knocks it into left field. He's got his second single of the day. Moving up and stopping at second is Cox, but again, Lemoyne putting together a threat for the 4th consecutive inning. They have had at least 2 men on base in each of their first 4 plate appearances. They are tough to battle, and this lineup just continues to impress. Nick Place to the plate now. Place with a pair of RBIs. He's responsible for the 3 Lemoyne runs thus far. A chance here to drive some more in as he hits with 2 men aboard, runners at first and second, and 1 away. Pitch is low for ball 1. .1-0 coming. Misses away for ball 2, so now he's fallen behind 2-0. Hill's starting to go a little bit higher here for Anthony Lupi as he tries to navigate this 4th inning. On a leadoff ground out, but since then a walk and a single have put 2 men aboard. Misses away, ball 3. Well, 3-0 here. You've got the NE10 Player of the Year waiting the on-deck circle, and he will hit with the bases loaded, as it's the 5th base on balls issued by Anthony Lupi, and that's loaded him.
Number 19, Ben Walsh.
Well, he's gotten Walsh twice, but he's playing with fire as the bases are loaded now. There's Lemoyne with a chance to get right back into this one real quickly as their outstanding shortstop hits with the bases loaded and one away. Walsh 0 for 2. Chance to make amends here in a big way. And at the corners, double play depth up the middle, not surprised. Pitch bends over, but low for ball 1. Having a hard time navigating the strike zone, and he has throughout the afternoon, unfortunately for his side. Both pitchers have had control troubles at times. 1-0 coming to Walsh. Low for ball 2. You've got Court at third, Taft down there at second, and Place stands away from first. 2-0, big pitch, and it's outside for ball 3, and now he's falling behind 3-0. 5 walks in the game, 2 in this fourth, 2 back in the third as well, so control becoming an issue as bullpen action continues down there for the Warriors. They have a left-hander throwing in their pen. 3-0 here against the terrific player, and it's over with strike 1. Ben Walsh, the team best 55 runs driven in. Tops in the conference as well. Three-1 coming here. See what Walsh does with it. Pitch. Line. That's past the diving shortstop. Shumsky can't keep it in the infield. 1 run is in. They'll hold up the runner at third. It's an RBI single for Ben Walsh. Make the score 5-4 as the offensive party continues both ways.
The catcher, number 4.
Walsh gets credit for his 56th RBI. What a he has had. Cuts the Lemoyne deficit in half, makes the score now 5-4. They remain loaded as Camilo Espinoso stamps to the plate. And a meeting at the mound, and one would assume this is to buy time for the lefty in the pen. That's a lefty down there. And that probably will do it. Daniel Amadon is the lefty in the pen, and that will do it for Anthony Lupi. So his afternoon comes to a close. We'll see a Merrimack reliever come out to the mound when we return. It'll be Daniel Amadon out of the Merrimack pen. Good one going on here. It's 5-4. Lemoyne trailing by 1. But the bases are loaded here. Amadon comes out of the pen.
With so many online degree options, we wanted to know why our students chose Southern New Hampshire University.
It is such quality education for the price.
And I love that it was an actual campus.
When I made that first phone call, they made it so easy. I liked that it was a nonprofit school and there was a huge focus on education.
It's not about furthering themselves, it's about furthering me, and I wanted to be a part of that.
Fund your online graduate or undergraduate program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
From all across the country, across all walks of life, you studied on laptops, desktops, got up early, stayed up late, and worked tirelessly for this one moment. This moment is yours. At Southern New Hampshire University, we're committed to your success. From day 1 to graduation and beyond. Find your online graduate or undergraduate program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
We are NCAA Division II student athletes, faculty members, and athletics administrators made up of 24 conferences and 300 institutions.
Over 110,000
Division II student athletes.
Together we stand and take the pledge to be more than a bystander, to get a friend home safe.
It's our responsibility to step in, stand up, to do something, to say anything, to hold our friends accountable, to stop sexual assault in any way we can.
It's on me, it's on you, it's on us.
So let's be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem.
It's on us!
Daniel Amadon is our new pitcher. I said Amadon. I apologize to him. He is a junior left-hander, originally from Andover, Mass., local product. Amadon on the air, 3-2, 4.45 ERA. He's worked 32 and a third. 36 hits, 25 runs, 16 of which were earned, 25 walks, so some control issues there, but also 39 strikeouts. Throws a first pitch past Camilo Espinosa for strike one. Remember, the bases remain loaded here with Dolphins as they trail 5-4 here in the home half of the fourth inning. A lot of numbers up there on the scoreboard. Moyne has scored in 3 of their 4 plate appearances, and they still trail 5-4, but a chance here for Espinosa. Upstairs for ball and 1 strike. Runner at third is Taft. Placed down there at second, and Walsh with the RBI single. He stands at first. 1-1 from Amadon. That one's lined into center field. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. They'll hold up the runner at third as Moyne goes station to station to station. An RBI single for Espinosa, and we're tied up at 5 apiece. Taft comes score for the second time today. Again, this lineup. And there are just no easy outs. And man, oh man, do they battle every single time up. Top half of this lineup is as good as we see in this region. And they have come through once again. Here's Nicholas Jacks. 1-for-1 walked back in the second. Now single in the third. And it's a chance to give Moyne the lead once again. First pitch from Amadon is over for strike 1. Amadon, the lefty reliever, on in place of the lefty starter. Good bender over for strike 2. So he's ahead of Jacks, no balls and 2 strikes. He is the 7th hitter to bat for the Dolphins here in the 4th, and they're still away. Oh, 2 coming. Just missed away for ball 1. Smith did a good job of framing it, but it did appear as though it was a little bit outside. Merrimack faithful, not surprisingly, did not agree with the call. 1-2 upcoming. That pitch, inside corner, called strike 3, so Amadon gets a big strikeout there. Remember, he is a K guy. Gets a huge one there. First strikeout of the game for Amadon as he's on in relief of Loopy here in the 4th, and Brian O'Mara steps to the plate. O'Mara 1-for-1, singled back in the second, walked in the third base both times, but now there's 2 ways he hits with the bases loaded. First pitch coming. Fastball misses a little bit away for ball 1. Again, this remain loaded with Dolphins. They left them loaded back in the 3rd after scoring a couple runs. Like to get another run home here at least to break this 5-5 tie. .1-0 coming. Good spot. Missed a little bit outside for ball 2. Good patience exhibited by the hitter. O'Mara, the Moyne redshirt freshman.
Hey.
2-0. Over for strike 1. Two-one upcoming to the hitter O'Mara. That pitch way outside for ball 3. Again, loaded. So 3-1 here, big spot. Brian O'Mara, the 7-hole hitter in this Moyne lineup. Bases loaded, and there's 2 away. 3-1 pitch coming. Is over for strike 2. O'Mara thought he had earned an RBI walk there, but unfortunately not for his charge. And we're full. We'll send the runners. And to this point, probably the pitch of the game here with a 5-5 score in the bottom of the 4th. There they go. Pitch is swung on and missed. He gets a strikeout. But the Finns scored. We're tied up once again. A good one going on here. It's our first game of the weekend. Moyne and Merrimack tied at 5.
With so many online degree options, we wanted to know why our students chose Southern New Hampshire University.
It is such quality education for the price.
And I love that it was an actual campus.
When I made that first phone call, they made it so easy. I like that it was a nonprofit school and there was a huge focus on education.
It's not about furthering themselves, it's about furthering me, and I wanted to be a part of that.
Find your online graduate or undergraduate program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
When you walk into a running store and take a look at the sprawling shoe wall, you may have trouble finding the right shoe for you. This is where we come in. At Runner's Alley, our right fit process makes selecting a shoe easy, painless, and fun. We start with a visual gait analysis, and then we learn all about you. We'll educate you about your foot structure, what we see when we watch you walk and run, and choose a shoe as a starting point to get you moving. At Runner's Alley, we're here for you every step of the way.
To the 5th we go. 5 is the number of the day. We are tied at 5 apiece. Both these teams' offenses have shined throughout. Matt Nicholson, the leadoff hitter here for the Warriors, swings through a first pitch offering from Ryan Murphy, who's on for his 5th inning of work. Catches the corner with that one. He's quickly ahead. 0-2. Nicholson thus far, RBI strikeout. Teams have combined for 10 runs and 17 hits. Not surprisingly, that one's grounded hard down at third. Good play down there by Jax. Can he throw across the diamond in time? Oh, well done there by the first baseman, Taft, to dig it out for the first out of the inning. Good play both ways there. Third baseman on a well-struck ball to scoop it. And then Taft to find a way to stay with it. And Nicholson is retired for the second time today. And the first baseman, Thomas Joyce, steps to the plate. First pitch from Murphy he's now finding the zone and hitting his spots much better as he is back to work. That one's fouled away for strike 1. That pitch fouled away quickly. No balls and 2 strikes here on Joyce. Oh, and 2. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here to the Merrimack first baseman. Swung on and missed. Murphy gets strikeout. That's now his 6th of the game. And Murphy seems to be pitching with renewed confidence after his offense has tied this game up at 5 apiece. And now we see Corey Wieslow step to the plate for the first time. Wieslow came on earlier to replace the left fielder. Starting left fielder takes a pitch inside for ball 1. Wieslow, .350 on the season, 18 games, 60 at-bats, 21 hits. So Wieslow hitting here in place of Holcraft. They'll peel down to first on that one. He did not go. As Corey Wieslow steps in to make his first plate appearance of the afternoon. Murphy working quickly here with 2 away and the base is empty. A pitch misses outside. He's fallen behind here, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes here. He's lay here on 3-0 earlier today. We'll see what they do with Wieslow in his first plate appearance. Takes that one upstairs. Ball 4, 4-pitch walk, and he's aboard with 2 away. It's the first walk issued by Murphy. It's been touched up for 9 hits and 5 runs, but somewhat remarkably, I'd say, considering the issues he's had with controlling the strike zone. It's his first free pass of the day. And Wieslow stands aboard down there at first with 2 outs as Ricky Smith steps to the plate. Wieslow on the air, 3 stolen bases. Merrimack's been very aggressive on the paths. See what they do here with 2 away and a man at first. First pitch coming. That one's popped up straight back out of play for strike 1.
He stopped throwing.
Oh, 1 here on Smith. Curveball misses a little bit in for ball 1. Not a bad spot, but just missing inside with that late tailing action from the freshman.
They stopped throwing, so it doesn't matter.
Southern New Hampshire, the host site for this year's NE10 Baseball Championship Weekend. A beautiful day here. We do have some clouds rolling in, but it is a very comfortable afternoon here in Manchester. 1-1 coming. Low with the fastball for ball 2. So Murphy was rolling right along. He got a ground out and a strikeout. Now all of a sudden, issues a 4-pitch walk to Wieslow. Now he's falling behind Smith here, 2-1. That pitch fouled away for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, a runner at first. Two. Breaking ball is over, called strike 3. Nasty stuff there by the freshman. Pair of Ks on the inning. 7 in the game now. Merrimack goes down. We're midway point. Tied up at 5 apiece. Good one right here. It's the NE10 Championship Weekend.
Division II sports is inside the NCAA.com hub. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield has worked to keep the people of New Hampshire healthy for 75 years. Healthcare has changed dramatically over the years, but one thing is not, and that is our commitment to you and your family. We're a company made up of your friends and neighbors. We work each day to continue our tradition of providing healthcare to the 300,000 members we serve. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield focuses on wellness and healthy living. We work with and support numerous organizations in New Hampshire to build healthy communities. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, creating a healthier future for New Hampshire.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Internal strife here in the press box here at Southern New Hampshire. Let's all get on the same page here. People yelling at one another. We're trying to get the details of our lunch order orchestrated perfectly. More importantly, the matter at hand, we're tied up at 5 apiece. Daniel Amadon out for his 2nd inning of work. He did a good job. Now, he came on, allowed an RBI single to Spinoso, but then got back-to-back strikeouts as Moyne left the bases loaded for the 2nd time, but the Dolphins tied the game up back in their last plate appearance. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th, tied up at 5 apiece. Not surprisingly, these two offenses continuing to impress. That pitch is fouled away for strike 1. Leadoff hitter here for the Finns in their half of the fifth is David DeNorcia. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts. It'll be DeNorcia followed by Karapi, and then we go back to the top for Brian Cox. 0-1. Fouled straight back, strike two. Amadon's done a good job, a guy who has struggled with his ability to control the zone throughout the season. Pair of strikeout job. No balls and 2 strikes here. That pitch fouled straight back. We'll do it again at 0-2. DeNorcia entered play, hitting .230 today. 0-2. Swung and missed. Amadon now 3 straight strikeouts for the left-handed reliever. As he impresses out of the pen thus far for the Warriors. And now it's Timothy Karapi's turn to hit for the Finns. First pitch is upstairs with a fastball for ball 1. That pitch fouled back. And Amadon's done a very good job. He's been all around the zone with his offerings and really appears to be in a good groove right there on the mound for the Warriors. Good. Breaking ball is over for strike 2. So 1-2. Amadon looking for his 4th straight strikeout. He's ahead in the count. That one's grounded to the second baseman. Garbarino makes the play, throws over to time, 4-3 on the putout. And now Amadon has retired 4 straight Lemoyne hitters.
Right fielder, number 2, Brian Cox.
Back to the top, Brian Cox, who's had a very nice day for the Finns. 1 for 1, but he's been on base all 3 times he's come to the plate, and he's scored 3 runs. Top 2 hitters have combined to score all 5 Lemoyne runs so far this afternoon. Amadon looking for the first 1-2-3 inning of the game. And the first pitch is over for strike 1. Oh, 1 coming. Good curveball is over for strike 2, and Amadon hitting his spots consistently right now in a very nice groove. Cox, good discipline hitter, makes pitchers throw strikes, and Amadon's done just that. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Amadon pumped up and with good reason. He's struck out 4. And we'll head to the 6th inning. We return. We're tied up at 5. A good one. Good emotion. It's championship right here.
Someone on Merrimack College got the Snapchat of it.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Anyone can be the victim. Everyone can be the solution. It's on us to stand up and not stand by.
Because when you're a victim of sexual assault, no one should stand alone.
It's on us!
At Southern New Hampshire University, we traveled across the country to celebrate the success of our online students who couldn't attend graduation.
Thank you guys for giving me the chance again. It's something that I worked for a long time.
Because we believe student success is success worth celebrating.
Who did you get this degree for? I got it for me.
I did this for my mom.
I did it for you, bud.
Congratulations, Daddy.
Find your online graduate or undergraduate program today at snhu.edu.
Top of the 6th inning is here. We remain tied at 5 apiece. Daniel Amadon has come on out of the Merrimack bullpen and been very effective. Ryan Murphy back out on the mound for Lemoyne. And all of a sudden, offenses, for the time being, have slowed down a little bit. First pitch, that one's lined into left field. Left fielder goes back. DeNorcia retreats a few feet and makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out as Garbarino is retired.
The shortstop, number 7, Nick.
Now Nick Shumsky, the hitter. As now Murphy seems to be hitting a bit of a groove in his own right. Shumsky 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts. That one's grounded through the left side of the infield. So a pair of Warriors go up there and first pitch swinging away. Shumsky lines it into the left field for a base hit. Splits the left side of the infield. His first hit of the day. And Merrimack has a one-out base runner. Shumsky gets a base hit. We go back to the top, and Joey Porcelli to the plate. You get the feeling like although these two offenses have dominated, now it might be a run or two the rest of the way that decides the outcome. We'll see. Don't feel like this has a 9-8 type feel. We'll see how it goes forward, but you're starting to see the pitchers hit their spots a little bit better as this game wears on. Maybe some championship nerves, whatnot, as we get underway here this weekend. Shows the bunt. Throw back to first. Close play. They got him. Well done there by Spinoza as he throws in back of Shumsky. He is gunned down at first, and a base running blunder there for the second out of the inning. Well done by Spinoza in the plate. Fires in back and gets the second out of the inning. And now Porcelli hits with nobody on and 2 outs. Fouls that one away for strike one. Well, Spinoza's gunned out a runner on the paths and then throws behind the runner at first. (1-1) on Porcelli. Hit to the shortstop. Walsh can't. That is, it scoots into center field, and now that play by Spinoza looms that much larger. It's another base hit for Porcelli. He has had himself a whale of an afternoon, his third hit of the day. He's aboard at first with 2 away as Tyler Line steps to the plate.
The center fielder, number 4, Tyler Line.
Talk about guys that have had good days. Line 3 for 3 with a pair of runs scored. Both the tops of these two lineups, outstanding. I actually said that was an error. Shortstop Walsh. Fine with that. Generous to the hitters. But they'll charge him with an error. Regardless, Porcelli stands at first, and Murphy paying him a fair amount of attention. Porcelli, 7 stolen bases on the year, and we've seen Merrimack be very aggressive on the paths so far today. Big lead over there at first. Now Murphy steps off. Amidst everything we've seen today, that's the first error of the game. 18 hits between these two sides. Fastball reared back and threw it by Line for strike one. Pitch out. Spinoza thought about it. Porcelli darting around down there at first, but Porcelli gets back in plenty of time. Count now 1-1.
How many viewers do we have now?
Trying to get a read on what the runner's going to do. 1-1 here to Line. A foul. I think that'll get out of play. It will. Strike two. So Line now with a 1-2 count against him and 2 away. One-two upcoming here. Murphy. There goes the runner. The pitch is in the dirt. Scoops by Spinoza. That might allow him to advance to third. No, he'll stop at second. He was going on the pitch, so he'll get credit for the stolen base. Now 2-2, and the potential leading run is in scoring position. Oh, 2-2. Line, 37 RBIs on the air. He was one of the heroes of their win on Tuesday, and a chance to come up with a big spot here. If he can find a way to get a base hit, Porcelli, good speed. Presumably a ball gets to the outfield, he would score. And now Murphy calls his backstop Spinoza to the mound as they'll talk things over. First of 2 today. We'll play 3 tomorrow here at Penmen Field. And we're scheduled for 1, if necessary, game on Saturday here during NE10 Championship weekend. Weather looking a little dicey on Saturday. We'll keep an eye on that. Porcelli, good size lead down there at second. Gets the secondary break. 2-2 on line. Good battle. He fouls it off. This is a good matchup here between Murphy and the hitter, Tyler Line. Line, you can tell, just in a groove right now at the plate. 3 for 3 in the afternoon, and he's put together 4 very good at bats. Two. Off-speed stuff, grounded foul, and again, line battles. Murphy comes away with a strike. So these two continue to square off with one another. Baseman O'Mara huddling around back there in back of Porcelli. Murphy paying him attention. 2-2, breaking ball, well hit into left field. Left fielder going back to Norcia, hits over his head. An RBI double for Tyler Line, and Merrimack back on top. It's 6-5. Have a day, Tyler Line. Porcelli comes around to score for the 3rd time. Merrimack reclaims the lead. It's 6-5 Warriors. Line a perfect 4 for 4 now. He has 4 of the 11 Merrimack hits. As Matthew Ronay steps to the plate. Ronay 1 for 2, sacrifice fly, and a single thus far. Some stirring in the Moyne pen. I don't think anybody's officially up and throwing as of yet. Let's take a look down there. Yeah, there is somebody getting loose down there. First pitch is over for strike 1. Take a look at the Lemoyne bullpen. Might be Alex Cuberas down there throwing. Keep an eye on that. 0-1, pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Can hear the wind make its way into my headset. Gusts billowing about here at the Penmen Field. 1-1 pitch on Ronay. Over for strike 2. Delayed call. Should expect. It's 1-2. On Ronay. Fouled off at the plate as he battles. We'll do it again at 1-2. Tyler Line aboard at second. His RBI double right now is the difference in this game. He's made it 6-5 Warriors. Warriors with 2 in the first, 3 more in the 4th, and 1 home here in the 6th. As they look to knock off and continue this run, the top seed against the Southwest Division, the Lemoyne Dolphins. 1-2, swung on and missed. Spinoso grabs it as it scoots away and then applies the tag. Strikeout number 7 for Murphy. The Warriors played a run. They lead at 6-5 as we head to the 6th. A thriller right here. Stay tuned.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, the center of Division II sports is inside the NCAA.com hub. With live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
At Southern New Hampshire University, student success is success worth celebrating. That's why we personally delivered diplomas to online students who couldn't attend graduation. Find your online program today at snhu.edu.
So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Warriors on top 6-5. Just got a nice note from Jim Martin, former baseball coach at Merrimack College. We send our best to him. On to bigger and better things. And nice of him to reach out. Good man. And now Nick Parisi in his 7th year here at Merrimack as the head coach. He's done an outstanding job as well. And right now his Warriors lead at 6-5 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Moyne once again on the wrong side of a one-run game. Daniel Amenon on for his 3rd inning of work. First hitter he faces is Andrew Taft. Taft in the midst of a nice afternoon. He's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and a pair of runs scored. Swung on and missed for strike 1.
Wow.
1-1 here on Taft. Bender misses a little low for ball 2. Amadon, to his credit, Loopy had trouble with the zone. Amadon, with all of his offerings, they have been right there. He has had good command of the zone thus far out of the Merrimack bullpen. 2-1 coming. As I say that, he falls behind Taft. 3 balls and a strike. Taft, for a guy with outstanding power, obviously an outstanding knowledge of the zone as well. You don't see a guy just lay off stuff. 16 home runs and 48 runs driven in. 3-1, and he lost him. So a leadoff walk issued to Taft. He'll trot down to first. And for the 4th time this afternoon, Lemoyne has their leadoff man aboard. And Nick Place to the plate. Place an RBI single back in the 1st. Sacrifice fly in the 3rd. And he walked in the 4th. Lefty v righty, bends it over for a first pitch strike. Both these lineups, not surprisingly, have impressed so far this afternoon. 2 of the top hitting teams in the NE10, probably the top hitting teams if you look at most of the categories, depending on what your metric you use. But, tied just under 300 as a team for both these units, tied at 298 when play began today, and you've seen them put together pretty solid at bats throughout the course of the afternoon, up and down these lineups. 1-1 here from Amnon. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Ben Walsh waits in the on-deck circle. One-two coming. Swung on and missed. Amadon continues to impress out of the pen. That's now his 5th strikeout. Of the 6 outs he's recorded, 5 of them have been courtesy of the K. A second baseman, the only other out on his agenda, but he has been outstanding thus far. Now he faces a very tough hitter in Ben Walsh. Curveball over, strike 1. Again, you could tell Amadon just throwing with a lot of confidence right now. Fastball misses low for ball 1, even at 1-1. 1 away. We're in the home half of the 6th inning. Clouds continuing to roll in, but no threat whatsoever. It doesn't appear of any bad weather. Very comfortable day here in Manchester. 1-1 upcoming. Curveball. Walsh did a good job to wait on it, but fouled it off straight back for strike. Good look at the NE10 Player of the Year, Ben Walsh. And a good look there at the Merrimack left-hander, Daniel Amenon. 1-2. Outside for ball 2. One ran away from him. Winner of this weekend's championship punches their ticket to next weekend's East Regional. Of the 4 teams that are here, 3 are in pretty good shape already to be a part of that field, regardless of what happens. 2-2. Just missed inside with a fastball. Walsh gets out of the way. 3-2. So now we'll see what they do here. Taft away from first. And a full count here on Walsh. 3-2 coming. Lost in ball 4. So Amadon issues his second free pass of the inning, and we talked about his outstanding command, and all of a sudden, a pair of walks have put 2 Lemoyne base runners aboard. Lemoyne catcher Camilo Espinoso steps to the plate. Espinoso had an RBI single back in the 4th, his lone hit of the afternoon. Amidon checks the signals from the middle of the infield. Gets set to go to work against the Lemoyne. First pitch upstairs is Amidon now struggling to find the zone. It's ball 1. (1-0) in the dirt. 2. Lemoyne looking to win their first NE10 title since 2012. Merrimack looking to accomplish something the program has never done, and that's win this NE10 title. 2-0, big pitch. Upstairs, ball 3, and now Amidon is falling behind 3 balls and no strikes. A walk to tap, a strikeout of place, a walk to Walsh, and now a visit from his backstop. Somewhat interestingly, the Lemoyne championship back in 2012 was at Franklin Pierce University. This is an area that, speaking with Scott Cassidy, the NE10 Coach of the Year, the Lemoyne head coach, said he hasn't been to this field in 6 years. This is, of course, a cross-divisional opponent. Moyne in the Southwest Division, Southern New Hampshire obviously in the Northeast Division. 3-0. In the outside corner for strike 1, it's 3-1. Pitch could have been called ball 4, quite frankly. 3-0 gets credit for the automatic strike. See what Spinoso can do with this 3-1 count. Lost him, ball 4. He's walked, the bases loaded. So Lemoyne has yet to put the ball in play this inning, and they have the bases loaded. And when you're dealing with a lineup as capable as this one, walks can really hurt you, and that's now 8 free passes issued to Lemoyne hitters this afternoon, and we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Nicholas Jack. Jack's 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the 3rd. Chance here with the bases loaded to tie this game up and maybe even more for the Lemoyne. First pitch swinging, fouls it back for strike 1. Jack's the 3rd baseman, 23 RBIs on the year, 3 home runs for Lemoyne. Amidon would love to get a ground ball in at the corners. Double play depth up the middle with 1 away. 0-1. Bender misses a little low for ball 1. Time is called at the plate. One pitch coming. Misses low and away for ball 2. So some action down there in the Merrimack bullpen. As Amidon struggling with his control. Let's walk the bases loaded. Take a look at the left-handed reliever. And now you take a look at the Merrimack pen. This first game of the weekend oftentimes can dictate what happens throughout the weekend. 2 whopped up on the right side of the infield. Second baseman Garbarino, woo boy, makes the catch. Throwing back at 3rd, no reason to do that unless you sure have an out. And there's 2 away, so a big pop out there. And Brian O'Mara steps to the plate. O'Mara singled back in the 2nd. He's 1 for 2. Struck out in the 4th and sandwiched that with a walk. Lemoyne has left them loaded in 2 innings. They can't do it again, can they? Zipped it by O'Mara for strike one. Starting to sense the importance of these situations. How many more opportunities do these sides get in a one-run affair? Fouled off. Straight back, strike two. So no balls and two strikes here as Amadon looks to get out of the spot. Action continues in the Lemoyne pen. I would guess that Murphy's day is done when Merrimack hits in the seventh. 0-2, bases loaded. Amadon off speed, swung on and missed. He gets credit for the strikeout, and for the third time today, Lemoyne leaves them loaded. Merrimack hanging on 6-5. We head to the seventh. It's the first game of the weekend. Stay tuned. We're right here.
I thought Southern New Hampshire University was only online, but then I visited and saw that there was this amazing campus with a great campus culture.
The community was just amazing. I really feel like this is my family.
I've made so many friends here, friends that I know I'll have for life.
I have everything I need to succeed right here.
There's always something happening here.
This is such a fun place to be.
Everybody really loves what they're doing here. Visit SNHU and see for yourself.
The center of Division II sports is inside the NCAA.com hub with live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Welcome to the Tap House.
There's the new Lemoyne pitcher. Murphy's day is indeed done. His name is Alex Kubera. He is a senior right-hander from Dunkirk, New York originally. Hard-throwing righty out of their pen. Kubera on the year this will be the 18th game in which he's appeared. He did make 4 starts. 4-2. For Lemoyne, 3.91 ERA, 53 innings of work. He allowed 55 hits, 29 runs, 23 of which were earned. Walked 17, struck out 48. So good power numbers there. Hitters are hitting .267 against him. So Kubera on in relief of Murphy. As Lemoyne goes to their bullpen, depending on what happens here, Murphy on the wrong side of a 6-5 score as he departs. Matt Nicholson to lead things off for as Merrimack hits in the seventh. Remember, Lemoyne, if you're just joining me, has left the bases loaded in 3 of their 6 plate appearances. One of the storylines quickly becoming of this game is, fortunately, the timely lack of ability to get the big 2-out hit, and including back there in the home half of the 6th. Strikeout left them loaded once again. Alex Kubera now to face Matt Nicholson. This pitch fastball is down for ball 1. Nicholson with an RBI double back first. Another pitch low from Kubera, who has a very interesting motion. He has a lot of whiplash type stuff happening out there on the mound, and so far his 2 fastballs have been in the dirt. He is quickly working, and that one's fouled off. Merrimack and the offense has been this story for them, especially the top third of their lineup. Really produced nicely today. 2-1, swung on and missed. And strike 2, Kubera just a lot of activity on the mound in his delivery. Hitter, you got to stay focused on the ball and not all the activity out there. 2-2. That one's well hit into left field. Nicholson with a base hit. Left fielder Denorcia scoops it up, gets it back on the infield, but it's a leadoff single here for Matt Nicholson for the Warriors. His second hit of the day. Merrimack now has pounded out 12 hits as a team. And Nicholson now 2 for 4 as Thomas Joyce steps to the plate.
The first baseman, number 9, Thomas Joyce.
Merrimack, you know they'd love to plate another run or 2 here. Put some pressure on Lemoyne to come back in this one. Kubera from the stretch. First pitch strike there as he throws that one by Joyce for strike one. Oh, 1 to Joyce upstairs for ball one. Nicholson at first. Stolen bases on the air. Don't think he's a threat in this situation. We'll keep an eye on him. One. Swung on and fouled off at the plate for strike two. Not a big lead at first for Nicholson. 1-2 to the plate. Upstairs with a fastball. Good stuff on it, but a little bit up for ball two. Kubera checks the run. Two. Amount could be two. Down to short for one. They'll throw it in first. 1-6-3 on the double play. Well executed. There Finns, and quickly there are two away for the Warriors here in their half of the seventh.
Fielder, number 3, Corey.
Nicely done there by Kubera, showing good patience and good poise there as that one came back to him. Wasn't hit that hard, but well navigated nonetheless in terms of his ability. Just threw it right at the bat. Exactly what you're supposed to do, and they end up turning the 1-6-3 double play. And now Corey Wieslow is the hitter. Grounds it past the left side of the infield. Another base hit for this. And boy, does that double play take on some added importance for Lemoyne, as it's now just a two-out single for Wieslow. He's now on base for the second time. And Ricky Smith steps to the plate. This Merrimack offense has become the really has been the story of the day. It's a offense that's outstanding as well, but the Warriors have accounted for 13 hits, and we're still in just the top of the seventh inning. Ricky Smith at the plate. He's 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch, came around to score back in the fourth. Only man in this Merrimack lineup after the top two that has found his way home, and he takes the first pitch over for strike one. Occasionally you can hear the wind howl up here. That one's off the end of the bat. Going to be a tough play over the right side of the infield. Taft grabs, shovels over to first. And well done there as they get Smith on the put out. So, Merrimack gets a couple hits, but a double play the story there. Time to get up and stretch. Here in Manchester, it's Merrimack leading at 6-5.
As an active duty service member, it was important to me to find a university that shared my values and my commitment. Southern New Hampshire University has been there, not just for me, but for the entire military community.
As a nonprofit, Southern New Hampshire University is committed to your success. From day one to graduation and beyond, find your online graduate or undergraduate program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
I had no idea SNHU had this amazing campus.
Even the walk to class is amazing.
I love the sense of community. People actually hold the doors open for you here.
All my professors really know who I am here.
They genuinely want you to succeed. I've made so many friends here.
Friends I know I'll have for life.
SNHU is the place for me.
Visit SNHU and see for yourself.
Bottom of the seventh inning, you take a look there at the second seed out of the Southwest Division. That's the University of New Haven Chargers. They await their turn. They will take part in Game 2 here this afternoon. New Haven with an outstanding campaign. They actually come in with the most wins heading into this championship weekend. New Haven with a mark of 35-8. This play begins today. They will take on Southern New Hampshire in Game 2 this afternoon. That should be a terrific contest between two of the premier teams in this region. And a good one going on here in our first game of the weekend as David DeNorcia hits for the Finns in their half of the seventh inning. It'll be 8-9-1 for Lemoyne. DeNorcia 0 for time is called at the plate as the wind swirls about. First pitch outside for ball one. Daniel Amidon out there again. He has been terrific. 2 2/3 innings of work, 6 strikeouts.
1 second, I'm fixing my tripod because it's got off.
Pitch missed away for ball two. Did walk him loaded, but found his way out of the jam in the 6th. And now he's fallen behind Denorcia. 3 balls and no strikes. Obviously has electric stuff. The question is, can he spot it? And that's been the story. 3-0. Inside, he lost him on 4 straight. So once again, Lemoyne with their leadoff man aboard. Ninth walk game issued by Merrimack pitchers as Timothy Karapi hits, probably in a bunting situation, squares around, and Amidon now 5 straight out of the zone. Nothing brewing in the Merrimack, but this will draw a visit from Nick Barisi, the head coach.
I think I got it. I don't know. I fixed it. That's all that matters.
Good look there at the head man up there in North Andover, Nick Barisi. Outstanding player in his own right. Played at St. Anselm across town. Bit of a homecoming of sorts for him. Also played football during his time over there at the St. Anselm. And he's back in the dugout. And Amidon back to work. Bunting, they'll throw down to second. They got a chance here. Oh, shortstop couldn't field it. That'll be a stolen base for Denorcia. Boy, throw looked like it might have had time. But Shumsky unable to scoop it up. And now, tying run is down at second with nobody out.
The reason why I wasn't fast was because of the bunt.
On the bunt, pulls it back because it's now 3-0. Yikes. 7 straight out of the zone now from Amidon. Lemoyne, we'll see if they can capitalize. While the Southern New Hampshire and New Haven fans beginning to make their way to the ballpark. And that pitch is away for ball 4. It is now 8 straight balls. Thrown by Amidon. It's 5 walks now to go along with his 6 strikeouts. As we go back to the top here, and this is quickly becoming potentially the inning of the game both ways. Brian Cox at the plate, the leadoff hitter for Lemoyne, entered today's play at .335. Scored 3 runs, had a double back in the first. He's been on base 3 times. Hard to score 3 times without getting on base 3 times, and he's done that. Squaring around the bunt, gets it down the third base line. This is a good bunt. Porcelli comes up, throws across the diamond, low throw, but second baseman Garbarino grabs it for the first out of the inning. Sacrifice successful there by Cox, and now tying run moves down to third. And the potential game-winning run is down to second as we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Andrew Taft at the plate. Taft, 48 runs driven in.
They gonna intentionally walk him? Nope.
So they pitch base open. The question, obviously, with what's coming up in place and Walsh, how do you want to attack these guys? 1 away. First pitch is popped foul out of play for strike 1. Taft so far today, 2 for 3 with a pair of runs scored. He's got a pair of singles. Guy came in hitting over .350 when play began. Big spot here in the later stages of our contest. 0-1 coming. In the dirt. Good block by Smith. Talk about this being a real key game for the weekend. The winner of this game will not play until tomorrow afternoon. The loser will take part in our first game tomorrow, which will be an elimination game. That's scheduled for an 11 o'clock start. One coming. Swung on and missed. Taft with a hefty cut comes up empty for strike two. Seen a lot of teams win this first game and put themselves in really good shape to make a nice run throughout the course of the weekend. I think both coaches know what's at stake here. Obviously, much easier to come out of the winner's side than it is the losers and come away with the title. 1-2 coming. Close, but maybe a little low and maybe a little away for ball two. Good spot by Amadon. Good patience exhibited by Taft. 2-2 the count. 2 men aboard. There's one away. We're in the bottom of the seventh. 2-2. Grounded down the third baseline. What a play by Porcelli. Grabs it. Throws across the diamond to get the out. That is a great play. Joey Porcelli. Oh, man. Was that special. Keeps the ball in the infield. The full and then throws across the diamond for the second out of the inning. Porras play the game to this point, and now there's two away with 2 men aboard as Nick Play steps to the plate. Place one for 2 this afternoon. RBI single and a sacrifice fly in the third. First pitch fastballs up for ball 1. That was special stuff by the Merrimack third baseman to keep this a 6-5 contest. One-0. Pitch misses inside for ball 2. Home plate umpire saying the pitch was inside, and it's 2-0. It has been a tight zone consistently throughout. 2-0 coming. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Once again, trying to work himself out of a spot.
Are you saying, like, nice shot to, like, the center field cameraman? You said nice shot. Are you saying that to the center field cameraman?
Coming. 2 men aboard, 2 away. On the outside corner for strike 2, and Amadon 1 pitch away from getting out of the spot. Lemoyne needs a base hit. This is the first game of the weekend, and this one has the feeling like it's a championship decider. Two coming. Off speed. Did he chase it? No. They will appeal. No. Pulled it back, says the first base umpire, and we've run 3 balls and 2 strikes. NE10 Player of the Year, Ben Walsh waits his turn in the on-deck circle. Huge pitch upcoming here both ways. DeNorcia at third. Carapi at second. There's 2 away. Swung on and missed. He gets the job done and again works his way out of a spot. We head to the 8th. Merrimack leads 6-5.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Here are a few tips that can help. Talk to your friends honestly and openly about sexual assault.
Don't be a bystander. If you see something, intervene in any way you can.
Be direct. Ask someone who looks like they may need help if they're okay.
It's on us!
At Southern New Hampshire University, we're committed to your success. That's why we hit the road again, to meet some of the 50,000 students who study online with us, to hear their stories, to celebrate their success. And with over 200 programs online and on campus designed to fit your life, there's never been a better time to see yourself succeed. Find your program today at snhu.edu.
Southern New Hampshire University proved itself different as soon as I got that first phone call.
It's full of people who care about you. You're not just another number.
And they always make you feel that you're a part of a family.
There's a personal relationship you actually develop with your advisors.
The professors see your potential and really want to move you forward.
It really feels like they take a genuine interest.
They're here for you so you can succeed.
I feel that I can conquer the world because they have my back.
Find your online program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
To the 8th we go. Anthony Garbarino leads things off for the Warriors. Garbarino 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the second inning. Alex Cuberon for his second inning of work starts Garbarino off with a first pitch strike. Again, the story of this game, Moyne has now stranded 13 runners through their 7 plate appearances. They've been unable to come up with a big hit to win this one as Garbarino way out in front there, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The pitch is away for ball 1. 1-2 the count. 1-2 coming to Garbarino. That one's deposited into shallow right field. That's a base hit. Garbarino swinging it well out of that 8-hole. It's his second hit of the day. And the Warriors have their leadoff man aboard as they look to manufacture a run here in the 8th inning. Nick Shumsky to the plate. He's 1 for 3, singled in his last plate appearance. Squaring around the bunt and gets it down. Good bunt there by Shumsky. Cabrera throws over to first to get the out. Successful sacrifice by Shumsky pushes Garbarino down to second. And we go back to the top of the Merrimack lineup, and Joey Porticelli just made that outstanding play back in the home half of the 7th. Porticelli 2 for 4 this afternoon. He's reached 3 times. Error came around to the 6th. His run right now is the difference in this 6-5 contest. Curveball, good pitch there from Cabrera. Just missed inside for ball 1. Didn't miss by much. Coming. That one's good play by Walsh at short. Can he throw him out? He cannot. Oh, he's out at first. Oh, I did not think that was the case live. I thought that Porticelli. And now Nick Barisi's going to have a word down there with the first base umpire. Oh, that looked like it wasn't even close. Porticelli will leave the base. He remains at first. Great play there by Walsh, to his credit, ranging to his right. And that is now the second out of the inning. That's a big call. There being runners at first and third with 1 away. There's a run at third with 2 outs. You see Porticelli very frustrated. Live action, it looked like he was safe. The discussion continues on. Well, all is said and done. Porticelli retired. Maybe bad luck from him. And now, I think the Merrimack dugout is being spoken to. So Tyler Lyon will step to the plate. See the first base coach walk over to the Merrimack dugout and say, all right, it's been done. Let's calm down. Good piece of work there. And now Tyler Lyon hits with 2 outs and a runner at third. Remember, Lyon's RBI double is the reason Merrimack goes a 6-5 advantage. First pitch, gets through, gets past Spinoso. That's going to score the run for Merrimack. They will score, make it 7-5. Spinoso, who's been outstanding defensively, has that one get by. And Merrimack tacks on a run. Warriors now lead 7-5. Be a pass ball charged to Spinoza. Looked like he just got mixed up. Had that one scoot by him. And now line hits. Fouls that one away for strike one. So they process the run. Garbarino with a leadoff single. Then the sacrifice by Shumsky. Porcelli grounds out. Advances to third, and then a pass ball. Another pitch which gets by Spinoza. Cabrera very frustrated, appears out there on the mound. And he's got to regroup and get back in the dugout. This Moyne lineup is certainly good enough that a 2-run deficit can be overcome. Good spot there. Missed a little away, I guess, for ball 3. Well, it's 3-1 now.
I'm surprised they didn't.
On Tyler Line, who's a perfect 4 for 4 this afternoon. 3-1 from Cabrera. Right there for strike 2. So Merrimack scored a run in the 8th to make it 7-5. Warriors have scored, got 2 in the first, 3 in the 4th. That one's grounded to the shortstop. Walsh gets a nice hop and a strong throw over to first in on the putout. But Merrimack tacks on a run, a big one at that. 7-5. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Warriors looking to continue this run. Stay tuned.
From all across the country, across all walks of life, you studied on laptops, desktops, got up early, stayed up late, and worked tirelessly for this one moment. This moment is yours. At Southern New Hampshire University, we're committed to your success. From day one to graduation and beyond. Find your online graduate or undergraduate program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
From court to court and lane to lane under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
As an active duty service member, it was important to me to find a university that shared my values and my commitment. Southern New Hampshire University has been there, not just for me, but for the entire military community.
As a nonprofit, Southern New Hampshire University is committed to your success. From day one to graduation and beyond, find your online graduate or undergraduate program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
Well, some things have happened since you left us. It appears as though Tyler Line got thrown out of the game after he was retired on that ground out.
He was whooping out.
Not said, it was obviously something directed at the first base umpire who was involved in that call, which went against Porcelli. So Tyler Line, I believe, has been thrown out of this game. Michael Gemelli has now entered the game in his place and is playing center field for the Warriors. As we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, and Merrimack leading at 7-5. Ben Walsh to lead things off. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Daniel Amadon on once again. Came on in the 4th and remains out there as we head to the bottom of the 8th. That pitch on the outside corner for strike 1.
This is the second time they've come down here.
Walsh, an RBI single back in the 4th. He's 1 for 3.
But I called the first game.
Seems like a long time ago. At the time, that was a big hit in this contest. And since that time, Merrimack has played it a couple of runs to take a 7-5 advantage. Amadon trailing 2 balls and a strike. That pitch is fouled off for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Walsh would love to get on. Moyne will send 4, 5, and 6 to the plate. That one's well hit into right center field. Right fielder on his way, diving and making the catch. Good play by Matt and going to the turf for the first out of the inning.
What happened was I saw it on my screen and then I saw it in real life.
Camilo Spinoso comes to the plate. Spinoso, an RBI back in the fourth. He's been on base 3 times. I pitch a little bit upstairs for ball 1. The pitch is fouled off at the plate. And the count is 1 ball and a strike.
Raindrop.
Amadon has really become one of the big stories of this contest.
Yeah.
He has been terrific out of the pen this afternoon for the Warriors. 1-1 bender, low for ball 2. Amadon allowed one of the runners he inherited to score, but considering the situation he came into with the bases loaded, he did a good job. Just allowed 1 run, they got back-to-back strikeouts. Since that time, he has not allowed a run against this very good Lemoyne offense. Now he's behind Spinoso, 3 balls and a strike. So not surprisingly, terrific knowledge of the strike zone. And that's strike 2. Three balls and 2 strikes here on Spinoso. Payoff pitches sky down the right field line. Nicholson going back and making the catch. So consecutive putouts out there in right field for Matt Nicholson, and there's quickly 2 away. Amadon has now retired 5 Lemoyne hitters as Nicholas Jack steps to the plate.
Oh, yeah. No.
So Jack sits with 2 away and the base is empty. Amadon's first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Our second game today scheduled to start at 3 o'clock. That will not happen.
Why don't we have an indoor baseball arena?
That one off the end of the bat, a chance for Nicholson to make all 3 putouts, and he does. 1-2-3 inning for Amadon and the Warriors in the 8th. He's for good reason. He's been outstanding. We head to the 9th when we return. Merrimack on top, 7-5.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we traveled across the country to celebrate the success of our online students who couldn't attend graduation.
Thank you guys for giving me the chance again. It's something that I worked for a long time.
Because we believe student success is success worth celebrating.
Who did you get this degree for? I got it for me.
I did this for my mom.
I did it for you, bud.
Congratulations, Daddy.
Find your online graduate or undergraduate program today at snhu.edu. With so many online degree options, we wanted to know why our students chose Southern New Hampshire University.
It is such quality education for the price.
And I love that it was an actual campus.
When I made that first phone call, they made it so easy.
I like that it was a nonprofit school and there was a huge focus on education.
It's not about furthering themselves, it's about furthering me, and I wanted to be a part of that.
Find your online graduate or undergraduate program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
From all across the country, across all walks of life, you studied on laptops, desktops, got up early, stayed up late, and worked tirelessly for this one moment. This moment is yours. At Southern New Hampshire University, we are committed to your success. From day 1 to graduation and beyond. Find your online graduate or undergraduate program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
Take a look there at Nick Penmen at Merrimack. His team is 3 outs away from earning a win here in the first game of championship weekend. Should mention it has started to sprinkle a little bit. Looks like a very, very narrow margin of showers to roll through the area here. There's a broken bat by Ronay, and that will trickle and get past the left side of the infield. So Leadoff man aboard for the Warriors. Ronay aboard once again. Second hit of the day for him. And again, Merrimack now with a chance, would think, to try to manufacture much like they did back in the 8th when they got a leadoff single from Garbarino, moved him around, and ultimately he scored on a pass ball to give them a 2-run lead. So Matt Nicholson to the plate now with a runner at first. Kubera on once again. That one's grounded past the left side of the infield. Merrimack just working that left side. Another base hit for the Warriors offense. 16 in the game now. Wow, has this offense been outstanding. And Thomas Joyce to the plate. Runners at first and second now. Nobody out. Joyce,
Come down steady now, Jeff.
you would think, in a sacrifice situation. Got a good hitter in the on-deck circle in Wieslow. I think you try to process one here, maybe two. Goes square on, pulls it back. It's ball one. It's be raining a little bit harder here as you see some umbrellas begin to pop up here at Penmen Field. Again, looks like a very narrow margin or a narrow window of line of showers passing through us here, but 1-0. That pitch gets Espinosa. Actually, it hit. I stand corrected. It hit Joyce at the plate. So now the bases are loaded. There's Merrimack with a chance to really take a stranglehold of this contest as Corey Wieslow steps to the plate. Some of the fans trying to duck for cover here. Field in. Wieslow takes the first pitch in the dirt for ball one.
Loaded if you want that with the infield end. Yep.
On the air. Appeared in 8 games, drove in 18 runs. You can do the math on that. Pitch is low. Ball. Vera struggling now to find the zone.
Do you want us to wait until the half inning?
It's got to find a strike here. Way inside. It's ball 3. Kubera working himself into a spot. Single, hit by pitch. They're loaded. He's behind Wieslow. 3 balls and no strikes. Taking 1, if not 2 here. 3-0 coming. Upstairs, ball 4. He walks in a run. It's 8-5 on top. Merrimack with another run to work with. The Warriors now make it 8-5. An RBI walk for Wieslow. Ricky Smith to the plate now. Again, bases remain loaded here with Warriors as they have a chance to really blow this one open here in the top half of the 9th inning. First pitch, grounded to third. Could be 2. They come home to get the 1. No throw down to first. So they erase the out at home play. Big ground out there for Kubera. Put that down 5-2 as they retire Smith. He reaches on the fielder's choice, but they're thrilled with that. 1 away. And Anthony Garbarino to the plate. Garbarino's had a very nice afternoon. 2 for 3. He scored a run, had a sacrifice back in the 4th. They remain in. First pitch, this is hit well into right field. Plenty deep to get a run home. Right fielder Cox makes the catch. Down to coming in to score is the runner from third. That's Joyce. It is now 9-5, Merrimack on top. Another nice at bat for Garbarino. Sacrifice fly. He gets credit for his 13th run driven into the air. Pair of sacrifices and a pair of hits out of that 8-hole. Can't ask for much more than that. And Nick Shumsky to the plate with the Warriors now leading at 9-5. Now 2 men aboard and 2 away. Pitch is outside for ball 1.
Now we have the punchos just in case.
Shumsky would love to find one into the outfield and blow this one totally open. Pitched in the dirt. Kubera struggling. He's behind 2-0. Kubera had a very good year for this Lemoyne team, but unfortunately for him, both he and Murphy had their trouble against this very good Merrimack lineup, which is impressed from the opening jump here today. Shumsky hits it well. DeNorcia has a bead on it. He'll track it down on the edge of the track. And that's how the Warriors go, but not before they tack on 2 more. 3 outs left for the Dolphins. They got to find a way to score 4. 5 would win it. It's 9-5 Warriors. Stay tuned.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
We are NCAA Division II student athletes, faculty members, and athletics administrators made up of 24 conferences and 300 institutions.
Over 110,000 Division II student athletes.
Together we stand and take the pledge to be more than a bystander, to get a friend home safe.
It's our responsibility to step in, stand up, to do something, to say anything, to hold our friends accountable, to stop sexual assault in any way we can.
It's on me, it's on you, it's on us.
So let's be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem.
It's on us!
To the bottom of the 9th we go. Merrimack leading at 9-5. A look there at Joey Porcelli. Of the day for the Warriors. He scored 3 runs and his defense has been outstanding as well. And the man on the mound for Merrimack is Daniel Amadon. And once again, he has been terrific out of the Warriors' pen. And Merrimack 3 outs away from taking the first game of our NE10 championship weekend. Moyne will send a pinch hitter to the plate. It's Jeff Wilson, a freshman infielder from Rochester, New York. He'll get a plate appearance here to lead things off in the bottom of the 9th inning. First pitch from Amadon way outside for ball. It looks as though for the time being the rain has subsided by virtue of the fact that the umbrella is put down. It'll be Wilson, DeNorcia, and Carapi, depending on what the Moyne has in their bench. And Amadon has quickly fallen behind here, 2-0 against the pinch hitter, Wilson. Wilson on the year, just his 10th at bat. 1 for 9, and he's ahead in the count, 3-0. Exactly what you did not want in this situation. There is in the Merrimack pen. Take a look there. It looks like P.J. Brown throwing in the pen, who was their starter on Tuesday. It's a 4-pitch walk to lead things off here in the bottom of the 9th inning. That is exactly what you did not want. 6th walk of the game issued by Amadon. He has been very good. 7 strikeouts, 6 walks. And David DeNorcia to the plate. Another pitch away. 5 straight out of the zone is ball 1, and that'll bring a visit from his back, Ricky Smith. Amadon, just let him hit it, let your defense do the rest. 1-0 coming. Way outside, it gets by the catcher. Smith will pick it up, but not before the runner, Wilson, moves down to second. And his run does not matter, but that being said, if you're Amidon, this is not the way you wanted to start your inning here with 3 outs left and a 4-run lead. Merrimack fans trying to implore their lefty to find the strike zone. 2-0. Up, ball 3. 7 straight balls now from Amidon. Not sure Merrimack ever thought they'd have to use Brown in this spot, but this is obviously a play-to-win situation, and they got to find a way to get these 3 outs. That pitch bends over for a strike. It's 3-1. Timothy Karapi waits in the on-deck circle. Now we'll go back to the top of the Moyne lineup. They'd love to set the table for some of their big hitters with a chance to potentially tie this one up. That pitch is over for strike 2. Denorcia reached on a walk his last time up, and now he's facing a full count here with a runner at second here in the bottom half of the 9th inning, and Lemoyne on the wrong side of a 9-5 contest. 3-2. Grounded up towards the middle. Second baseman Garbarino slides, throws over to first in time. First base coach making the argument that Joyce was pulled off the bag. Joyce looks to be in some degree of pain down there at first, and they'll take a look at him. Oof. The throw is a little bit down towards the home plate side of first base, and Joyce with a long stretch, and they will take a look at the Merrimack first baseman. Looked like Nick Barisi was just calling for a substitute, and Thomas Joyce said, "No, I'm staying right here." Strange exchange there between the first Joyce coach, Nick Barisi. Nick came to him, and Joyce said, "You go back to the dugout, coach." One away as Timothy Karapi hits. Runner at third. Lemoyne needs 4 to prolong the game. Pitch is outside, ball 1 from Amidon. Approach the 3 o'clock hour. Game approaching 3 hours in duration. Not surprising when you see 14 runs and 24 hits. 1-0, over with a fastball, strike 1. Again, 1 of 2 today. Second game to start following the completion of this one, probably 5 minutes. We'll have an official time whenever this game comes to a close. 1-1 in the dirt. Smith does a good job to keep it in front. Two-one coming. That one's over for strike 2. Looked like Karapi taking all the way. Can't fault him. He's trying to get on base any way he can, and it's 2-2. Two-two. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for him, and on his 8th of the game out of the pen. And now Merrimack 1 out away, continuing their run this week. Lemoyne, if they fall, they would play in the first game tomorrow. Merrimack with a win would play in the second game tomorrow, which will be our winner's bracket game. Back to the top. Brian Cox hits with 2 away in the bottom of the 9th inning. First pitch is over for strike 1. Cox has had a nice day. He's been on base 3 times. He's also scored 3 runs. Missed outside, ball 1. Amidon seems to be a guy who, when he's in rhythm, he's very good. And then when he loses control of the zone, he can lose it. But right now, he's in a good spot, 1-1. Curveball's over, but low for ball 2. 2-1 on Brian Cox. If he can keep it alive, Andrew Taft will hit. The pitch on the outside corner, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Brian Cox, leadoff hitter for the Finns. Amadon, 2-2. Low, we've gone. Again, Cox doing what he can to get on base. 101 pitches now for Amadon. Here it is, full count. Lined into left field, that's a base hit. That'll score a run for Lemoyne. It's now 9-6. Cox keeps the hope alive with a good piece of hitting there. So he goes the opposite into left field. He'll get credit for the RBI as Wilson comes around to score. Lemoyne not done just that. Andrew Taft to the plate. This is a big at bat here because Taft, if he can find a way to reach, obviously Lemoyne would send the tying run to the plate. Taft with a pair of hits today. It's a 9-6 contest. First pitch is upstairs with a fastball for ball 1. You knew Lemoyne was not going to go quietly. This team is too talented and too good. 1-0. Outside, ball 2. Boy, oh boy, would Taft love to reach here and then send the potential tying run to the plate. Low. Ooh, outside corner for strike 1. So 2-1 here on Taft. That pitch nearly hits him as it's inside for ball 3. (3-1) here. Taft just needs to reach, send the tying run to the plate, and he's earned a walk. 7th walk of the game issued by Amadon. And now, Nick Place will come to the plate. And Nick Parisi will take the ball from Daniel Amadon. He will not risk a mistake. He will bring in his ace, I believe. P.J. Brown out of the bullpen gets an adventurous after. When all is said and done, Amadon did an outstanding job out of the pen. P.J. Brown on in relief for the Warriors.
With so many online degree options, we wanted to know why our students chose Southern New Hampshire University.
It is such quality education for the price.
And I love that it was an actual campus.
When I made that first phone call, they made it so easy. I like that it was a nonprofit school and there was a huge focus on education.
It's not about furthering themselves, it's about furthering me, and I wanted to be a part of that.
Find your online graduate or undergraduate program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Here are a few tips that can help. Talk to your friends honestly and openly about sexual assault.
Don't be a bystander. If you see something, intervene in any way you can.
Be direct. Ask someone who looks like they may need help if they're okay.
It's on us!
At Southern New Hampshire University, we traveled across the country to celebrate the success of our online students who couldn't attend graduation.
Thank you guys for giving me the chance again. It's something that I worked for a long time.
Because we believe student success is success worth celebrating.
Who did you get this degree for? I got it for me.
I did this for my mom. I did it for you, bud.
Congratulations, Daddy.
Find your online graduate or undergraduate program today at snhu.edu.
And we are back, and the man on the mound is the man that started their win on Tuesday over Franklin Pierce. His name is P.J. Brown. He is the Merrimack ace. Brown, 2.24 ERA in the year, 3-2 on the season. This will be his 13th appearance, 68 innings of work. He's walked 19, struck out 62, and opposing hitters hitting just .223 against him. And he inherits 2 runners. At the plate is Nick Place. Place now represents the tying run. Lemoyne trailing it 9-6. It'll be Brown on in relief of Amadon. First pitch is over for strike 1. So P.J. Brown out of the Merrimack pen. Certainly not the spot they'd hoped to find themselves in. Speaking of the Warriors having to bring in their ace, but Brown making his third relief appearance of the year. Third left-hander used by the Warriors. Pitch in the dirt for ball one. Ball and a strike here on place. If he keeps anything alive, Ben Walsh hit next. Who does have a save in line to potentially get his second of the year as Place calls time at the plate. Winds pick up to the reason for the stoppage. Again, rain seems to have disappeared, but the cloud coverage has rolled on as the afternoon has gone on here in Manchester. 1-1, swung on and missed. It's strike two. Warriors one pitch away from a win here in the opening game of the 2018 NE10 Championship weekend. Place with 5 home runs on the year. 6 ties us up. 1-2 from Brown. Runs outside with a fastball for ball two. 2-2. Runner at second is Cox. The man at first is Taft. 2-2. Popped up on the infield. This should do it. Joyce makes the call and the catch. And the third-seeded Warriors knock off the top-seeded Dolphins in the first game of championship weekend, 9-6. With the win, Merrimack advances into the winner's bracket. They'll play 2 tomorrow. With the loss, Moyne will play in game 1 in an elimination game. 9-6, the final score. On behalf of everyone that made this broadcast possible. Jeff Lopes, our broadcast producer, everybody up here, all the outstanding camera crew providing the images for you. Jacob Enron saying so long now, about 3:09 or so. Looks like we'll start game 2 today between top-seeded Southern New Hampshire and second seed in New Haven at 4 o'clock or so. Stay tuned, we'll have that with you. Thanks for tuning in. The Warriors win game 1 of the weekend, 9-6.